your last words before I ended the session was he asked you if you had a generally exciting stay in Triabor, and I believe Vidar responded with
something like that.
yeah.
Something along those lines.
So yeah, Zephyros is still unaware of the situation. He's walking, leading you all inside of the tower. You're all pretty beaten up about what just happened and beaten up in general from the actual fight with the giants. So, this is a new area to Castos and Igor, however. I'll actually show you what it looks like. Because you can look it up in references right now, but I can just pull it right now. Look. So, if you will see, that is what the tower looks like. And this is the bottom floor. So you're coming in from this big entrance. It's like 40 to 20 feet wide. And this actual bottom room is 100 to 80 feet tall. And directly above you as you walk in, there's a hole in the ceiling that goes straight up into a third floor to the airy of the tower. So it'll go to like the second floor and then the airy, which will act as the third floor of the tower.
Okay.
And so you just enter in this big space, and you're both presented with Zephyros's giant-sized wooden desk and his stone chair in this hexagonal room. Yeah. And he will ask Vidar, like, oh, well, how was your stay in Tribal, friend?
Oh, there were fire giants.
Fire giants.
I'm just tunnel vision. I'm upset. I want to go to bed.
Why would fire giants be in a place like Tribal, of all places?
It sounded like they wanted to set up shop there.
Now, what would fire giants want with... Did they perhaps have anything with them?
Yes, they had a adamantine rod.
May
and then I hold it up.
All right.
Because we brought it with us.
You hold up the 1 ton rod.
The
of
1 ton is 100
adamantine.
pounds.
Yeah, it was like 100
Oh,
pounds.
was it? Okay,
You said
I
100
thought it was
pounds.
super
Yeah,
fucking
that's what you
heavy. That's
said.
my bad.
You hold up the 6 million pound adamantine rod.
Yeah.
Okay, you still hold up this 100 pound adamantine rod.
Yeah, I'm about to drop it.
He
just barely.
he sees you struggling, so he quickly takes it. He's like, "Oh, please get help next time you try and do that."
Well, I thought I could do it. It's lighter than it looks.
Shit. Let's get some.
We'll see.
Shit.
Ambiance.
You guys can actually play this, you know, so I wouldn't have to do this every time.
Yeah, but you got the best ones,
Bro,
man.
yeah, I'm playing the same
I
three
know what
every
music
time.
to put in. I'll
Okay.
probably put in some horrible music.
Play Soldier Boy.
Good place for next stuff.
Superman, that hoe. All right. So, okay, where he takes the adamantine rod and he inspects it for a minute, and he's like, "Oh, this rod is supposed to detect objects. So, I mean, I could only assume they were searching for something, though it is completely unknown to me what it would be that, you know, they were searching for. As this rod is not a very specific item, it searches for whatever you tell it to. It'll look for the nearest object in which you desire, essentially. That's what he just tells you about the rod.
That is good. I wonder what they were doing with it.
That is the question.
The
Or
ordning,
what they were
perhaps?
looking for.
It's entirely...
Was that an object?
No, the ordning is not an object. The
Oh,
ordning,
it's
yeah,
like
the
an
ordning was
event.
their social structure of the giants.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The hierarchy.
And that
Gotcha.
shattered when he told you the king just like disappeared. No one knows where he went. So every giant right now is just like clamoring to be on the top of the food chain, and your whole goal right now is to fix that. So,
Okay.
alright. So then, friends, we do happen to be missing 2 of us, however. Where did our other friends go? We can't exactly...
They did.
Do you say that in character?
Yeah, do you say that in character or you just?
I do. That's a hidden
He
character.
stops and just like, oh, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Not a very tactical way to put it.
Were they killed in the giant attack?
Yeah, they
Incinerate.
Cleaved
didn't
into-
we pick up pieces of them? Or did
You
we just
buried
bury
them.
everything of them?
We
You
buried
You
Yeah.
picked up their items, but I mean,
Yeah. So can we we just kind of show them like their weapon? I think it was the hammer,
yeah,
right?
it was
Hammer, I have
Icus's
hammer.
warhammer and the burnt phoenix feather,
Feather.
from
Yeah.
Pyros.
Pyros.
So I guess I hold up the feather because I think I hang on to that. And I kind of gesture towards Vidar to be like, kind of like you show like the shield or the weapon of somebody who died in battle as like oh, where are they? And you just like show it, and it's kind of understood that like oh, they're dead.
Yeah, he'll take that hint. And, he'll just look back down at you and just, I'm terribly sorry for the loss of your compatriots, though I imagine you've only traveled together for such a short time now, and it still, it hurts to know their time had come to such an unfortunate end.
I'm gonna ask him like, are you did you not know that there were fire giants in this area?
I did not. I was busy sleeping as my contacting extra planar spell. It costs a hefty toll on my body.
Okay.
I am still, though a giant, old, and not as nimble and enduring as I used to be. Though we cannot let our friends passing be the end of our journey, if you are still willing, I will help you get to Bryn Shander, our original destination.
We have to get revenge. So yes,
It's restoring
let's get on our way then.
Restoring the ordning should be our top priority.
Before we get on our way, I very much need a rest.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh yeah. That's I
We
think
definitely need a
that's when
rest.
you two would
There's
see
just
like
blood leaking.
yeah, that's when you two would see they had built a camp because they had camped in the bottom floor of his tower. It'll still take us quite a journey to get to our destination, so you still have time to rest, friend. Do not worry.
For some
How
reason.
long?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was imagining this, and I'm just imagining Igor in the corner, like we're all talking about this, and he's like holding like a puncture wound, like closed, like hey,
trying to hold his arm together.
yeah.
With a bad patch job on top of it, just trying to do
Do
something.
that, like you're holding like your open like guts in. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna hold my stomach in, no big deal.
It's like, can we
need
rest
rest.
first?
I suppose we can.
Yeah, so
You look pretty terrible.
okay, so you've traveled from Nightstone to Trivor, which is 11.5 days. Sorry, my
Okay.
camera's over here. And it's 26 days to get to Bryn Shander, so you are roughly close to halfway. Your actual destination. But yeah, you all have time to rest.
Okay.
Cool.
This is
Is it like evening time now?
yeah, it's like the sun is setting in the distance.
I
Are we
want
taking
to
a
like
long rest?
cook a meal.
Yeah, we can call that a long rest because you guys aren't going to be doing a whole lot.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Before we continue with the journey, I'd like to pull Igor aside and talk to him.
Okay.
Okay.
So So Igor, how do you feel about what just happened today?
I wish we could have saved more people, but I suppose if we're going to fight more giants, then we'll end up saving more people on the side. Anyways.
Yeah, that's what you like to do. But is it always this endangering to save people like the way you do?
I had a bit of fervor in me. There was a village and there was a chance of a lot of people, so I did step forward a little brasher than usual.
Fair.
I mean, I was kind of at a loss when you started running towards the fucking giants. I won't lie.
I won't make a habit of it. I really won't. Don't
Because-
worry. You'll have my word.
Because I don't think I've told you this before, but I've never really fought. I've that time with the hill giant was the first time I fought anything, and it went by a lot easier than what just happened today.
Sorry.
I wouldn't want to repeat what happened today as much.
Right. Are you some sort of bookworm?
No, I wouldn't say that.
All right, bully him, boys.
Yeah.
Gonna push him
Fucking
into
kick
the
dirt in his eyes.
Push him up against the wall like this.
Think we're raiding
I
in
was
here?
Fucking book nerd.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not really into books so much. I was more a fan just talking to people, just having fun than reading a book or getting in a fight. It's like, don't get me wrong, I got in a tussle here and there, bar fight when you're drunk and all that.
Cool.
But never to a life-threatening stance.
What makes you so excited to do it now?
That was a new accent.
Yeah, that was an accent.
What? Fuck, I'm messing it up.
Don't worry,
The
I'm not
old
consistent
man,
at
he's
all,
got
right?
dementia.
Yeah, you got dementia.
His voice changes every time he talks.
Yeah, I'm probably the same way. Do
I'll give you an item like twice.
Did I look excited? Because I sure as hell didn't feel excited.
Nah, I wasn't paying attention. I was,
Yeah, I could tell. I could tell when my gut kind of got leaned into.
Oh, yeah. You did kind of take most of the damage.
It was exciting, at least. Maybe you were. Were you excited?
I would say more frightened for my life.
Right. Well, stay back and I'll try to keep them off. I'll play more defensively.
Okay. Well, that's all I say. How are you feeling, by the way? Because I know it's probably a lot harder on you than it was on me, considering you're ancient.
Fuck, dude. Just hit
My
him with
bones have
it.
ached before, and they'll ache again.
He did call him a nerd.
Alright.
That's true. Okay. just tell me if you need anything, and I'll walk away.
I've handled the
You're right.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, while you two are talking, you just, in the corner of your eye, you see Zephyros stand directly beneath the gaping hole in the ceiling 100 feet above you. And he just, closes his eyes and does that motion with his hand. He just does like a wisp up, and a cloud forms under his feet and just kind of slowly lifts him upwards to the second floor.
That's a cool trick.
What the fuck?
Does he have
You say what the
stairs, or
fuck
do
like
we
you
have
haven't
to
used
climb
the
up
elevator
it?
before. Why did your camera just zoom in on you? Is that something you can do? What the fuck?
When you take big damage, you have to make like the YouTuber face and zoom in.
Yeah.
Okay, you get a pog.
Wait, hold on.
Like a
Yo,
holy shit.
guys, my character in D&D just died, so we're gonna contact him on this Ouija board at 3 a.m.
Working. I don't know.
He really answered.
I wonder if he'll live. Question mark! Exclamation mark!
Okay.
Down with the
Yeah,
sickness.
What the hell?
Now with the sick.
You made the video quality just worse.
Great.
Every time I take
Oh god.
Every time you take
You
damage.
fry your-
How's it getting worse? I don't understand.
All right,
So
so
crispy.
you're all just resting and camping about.
Eating
Okay,
food.
so go ahead and do your long rest stuff.
Nice. Are we still level 5?
Yeah.
Oh, I was making sure. Saving myself I can. So I was double.
Does anyone see Castos asleep? By the way, DM.
I mean, depends on where you went to sleep.
Yeah, I guess you just went to sleep where the camp
Yeah.
was.
I mean, yeah, everyone would know you're probably going to bed.
Yeah, no. Remember that one thing?
Oh, yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to actively inspect you for that.
Yeah,
though.
no, that's fine. I was making sure.
And you know, what are the other 3 doing?
I guess I'm gonna be working with.
Uh,
If Vidar was up for it, I guess Aku and Vidar would be like discussing meditation stuff.
Oh yeah, you two are still
Yeah.
training for druid stuff.
That, and I guess after this fight and stuff like that, I'm kind of leaning towards like the medicine side of it with the druid stuff to try to get
Are you not
Vidar a little more
proficient in anything with medicine?
who, me
You.
or Vidar? Yeah,
Alright.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, like, what are you doing with that? Like, what do you mean, focusing on more medicinal stuff?
No, I'm getting Vidar to like focus on because he's
Okay.
meditating and stuff like that to get his druid hours in
Yeah.
for his
Roll
community
me
college.
a, what's your spellcasting modifier? It's wisdom, right?
Yes.
Okay. Roll, like, both of you roll a wisdom check for me. Just like a general wisdom saving throw.
22.
I have a 9.
Okay, so Aku is the best teacher you've ever seen. Like, you, everybody but Castos, because he's actively asleep right now. If you're not asleep and you see these two training, you are now interested in becoming a druid. You saw how Aku is training Vidar. He's like making him go through some like excellent meditations. You can describe what you're teaching him, but like he's doing it really damn well. Like, you think he would be one of the best. You think he's, if you didn't know better, he'd be a master of a guild of druids, or like a temple of druids. But Vidar, kind of lost on him. He gets some of it, but a lot of it is just like going through one ear and out the other. He really just catches.
Puny beginner brain can't comprehend.
Yeah, he really
I'm distracted right
just
now.
catches one word of every sentence and just goes with it.
Every sentence is a new one.
It's a
Can
new
we
adventure
describe
every
that,
time.
like-
Yeah, if you two
Makes
want to
sense.
describe it, yeah, role play it.
You only have room for one.
So Vidar's having such a hard time that like when Aku like cuts his arm a little bit, to, like do like a minor scrape, and then like heals it to show it how it works. And like I imagine if Vidar's having such a hard time, he's like grabbing my arm, like rubbing it, like can't comprehend. He's like, "Oh my god, where is it?" And he like cuts me again, cuts to put it back there. So we're just like going back and forth. I'm like this is how it works.
So y'all see that happening. Our friend Zofran, what are you up to?
Well, I'm just mourning fucking Icus. I'm gonna kind of distance myself from everybody. You know, not to cause any harm if there happen to be any. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out in a corner, sob. You know, not actually sob, just be real sad.
Understandable.
Saw's my best pal.
Yeah. It's upsetting. But, we can only move on from here, so unless there's anything like you guys want to do, we can skip time a little bit.
Wait, who has that rod now? We gave it to
You gave it to Zephyros. He
That's-
took it with him.
Yeah, Zephyros has it.
He took it with him
Okay.
upstairs.
I mean, we never like discussed the ability that, did we?
It locates stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
it
right.
locates
Yeah,
an
I
object.
know, but like we didn't discuss about like us using it for what we're trying to do.
Oh,
I don't think we
were-
talked about that.
Yeah, we're still trusting him with it, right?
Yeah.
Then we're good.
I'm down to
Okay.
skip time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
I don't have anything.
let me see. Chapter on the road again. Alright. So it's we're gonna be 2 days into your journey of flight through the air with Zephyros and his tower. And just what are you all doing? Because it's a new day, you're all actively going out and about. I guess those two are probably training, and what would you other three be doing? Because you're just on a floating tower, there's not a lot to do.
I'd probably just look around the tower since it's my first time in there
Alright.
throughout the days.
Yeah, Zephyros would have told you that you're allowed to go anywhere, just don't mess with anything on the second floor.
Oh, and I also asked Zephyros, do you have anything to fix my clothes? And I show the cut marks and all that, and that happened during the battle.
Oh yeah, you go up to the second floor and you ask him that, and he looks at you, pulls at his little wispy cloud-esque beard. I might just have the thing. And he reaches up and rummages through one of those 40-foot high stone shelves full of giant-sized books, and he pulls one out and he opens it, flips to a certain page, and you see him go, this might work. And you see him bring it closer and just read it a little bit, and then he looks down at you and says an incantation, and then he touches you with his finger, and he casts mending on your clothes.
Well, that's a cool trick. My voice died. Well, that's a cool trick.
Yes,
All I can do is make things cleaner or dirtier.
I have an interesting repertoire of spells. And he just puts the book back.
Would you like me to show you something I can do too?
I'd be more than delighted. What is it that you can do, friend?
I subtle cast thaumaturgy, so I don't say anything or make any hand movements, and soil his pants
You what?
with thaumaturgy.
So,
Soil the pants. Pretty
His
sure I can do it. Let me check.
pants?
Yeah, his pants.
He looks down. What have you done to me?
And then I smile and then subtle cast presentation to clean it up again with a snap of my fingers.
What did you do to me again? Where did it go?
Just some of my tricks I've learned throughout the years.
Those are some horrendous tricks. Please never do them on me again.
I'll try
That's
not to.
humiliating, even. Please leave. Please go back down to the first floor.
You fucked up.
Or is he banned? Is he banned from the
He's
second floor?
You're banned until further notice.
why would you do that to a giant?
I don't know. I had fun. No question. I had to show him a trick, and I cleaned up immediately.
Cleaned it up.
I
You
go
still made him
downstairs.
piss himself.
I don't care. It's payback for him for getting me, tricking me last time by pretending he was angry.
True.
And I walk downstairs with a smile on my face. Well, I go down with a smile on my face. I don't know if he doesn't have stairs.
So what are you two doing? Igor and Zofran.
Not entirely certain. I think Igor's just hanging out and just I think he's probably gonna
Oh,
sharpen
yeah,
his
in this,
pipe and he's gonna cook a
I
little
forgot to
bit.
explain. In each of the walls of this room, there's 10-foot high windows, so up 10 feet, and then the windowsill, and then it's 20 feet high, and it's an open window to the air, so it's constantly rushing through this area. Not terribly so, but it's just a light gust coming through.
Right. I'd like to look around the first floor actually.
Okay. Yeah, the first
I like
floor.
to just take a note of the area and things around
There's
it.
really not much going on in the first floor. It's 60 feet across both ways, and it's a hexagon patterns. So there's like a cross each point adjacent to one another, just like 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
And other than that, all you really see is his giant-sized wooden desk, his giant-sized stone chair, and the I forgot what they're called. Braziers, but yeah. So hanging from the ceiling are braziers, which are actually like crystals, like solid little crystal balls that have a fire glowing inside of them that emit light into the area.
Oh, okay.
And they're hanging
That's
like
fancy.
10 feet below the 80-foot high ceiling, so 70 feet above you.
Okay. Very high
Yeah.
up. How do you get upstairs? Is there only levitation?
Yeah, I forgot what he said.
I thought we.
It's an elevator,
Yeah,
right?
it, somebody probably would have
You just
explained.
stand
Yeah,
there
you
and-
just stand there and you just use your will to say, like, not say it like out loud. You can if you want to, but Zephyros
Rise.
explained it like all you have to do is will it to go up, and it'll take you upwards.
Alright, Igor is gonna like go into the middle and he's gonna like poke it with the bottom of his pike and he's gonna be like, lift me, and it's just it starts picking him up.
Yeah, it just
And he's gonna
it forms under
head
your
over to
feet,
the
and it's just slow.
Okay.
And you get to the
Ooh.
second floor.
And as soon as he's on the second floor, he's gonna get off and he's gonna kind of look around the place.
Alright. Yeah, so Zephyros's room, there's it's the same pattern. Yeah, it's the same 60-foot across hexagon, but there are two little like half-cylinder alcoves on either adjacent side of the furthest walls from you. And in one alcove is a giant-sized bed with a stone frame, and in the other alcove is a floating orb, which is 10 feet above the ground. It's just floating on its own. And then there's, like, on the other walls behind you, there are the 40-foot high stone shelves with all of his books and shit.
Okay. Igor's gonna point at the ball and he's gonna say, "Excuse me, what does this do?"
He'll turn around and... Oh, that is my navigation orb. It controls the tower.
You can move the whole tower?
Yes, it can move the whole tower using magic.
Ah. Does the wind move the tower?
Well, I can ask the wind to move the tower with the orb. Though it would be
Can it
slower
move it whenever
travel
it
as the
wants?
wind is very unpredictable, and if I want to go a certain path, the wind will hardly ever work with me.
Right. Well, thank you. I'm going back down.
Alright, it was good speaking to you, small one. And he will turn back around and do whatever it was he was doing.
Wait. Wait, if you get the thing to rise up, how do you get to go
Same way
down?
to go down, you just will it to go down.
Oh, okay. Lower. Oh.
Forms.
I thought you were gonna say drop me.
Drop me and it just falls.
It forms beneath your feet, and then it disappears.
What?
Flying Nimbus, please!
alright. I'm gonna head back to the little camp area. Is there a fire there?
Yeah, I assume they would have built like a small fire, like with a spit roast and everything.
Gonna cook up some food, and that's gonna be all I do for our time.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get up out of my stinky old corner and I'm gonna walk over to that Willet elevator. I'm gonna go pay him a what's his name, Zephyros, a
yeah.
visit.
Alright.
So you know how like that meme where the kid's standing at the door like, "Mom, I just peed the bed." So we're gonna like slink into his little alcove and be like, "Hey, so this is gonna come off really bad, but I promise. It's a smaller quest. You wouldn't happen to have any like gold, would you?
He raises an eyebrow. What would make you think I had gold, friend? And why would you need it?
Well, you got a big tower. You know, it's like a wealth symbol. At least, you know, that's how things work, right? I just need some gold to pay off some debt. Leave it at that.
Well,
You got any gold,
I
please?
certainly feel for you. I have traded with small folk in the past, though I do not carry gold on me. I don't carry any of your type of coin, in fact.
I'm gonna get like visibly angry, like not angry, but like very annoyed. Like, come on, dude, you got some money, cough it up.
If I had any, I certainly would give it to you.
Just gonna stare at him, and then slowly walk back toward the elevator, keeping eye contact, and then slowly float
He
down.
waves.
That was unsuccessful.
We're pissing this giant off.
Yeah.
He's gonna kick their ass out. He'd be like, get your own.
Alright, that's it. Get out. Out with you. Alright.
By the end of this, half of our fucking team's gonna be banned from coming up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only temporarily so far as long as I do it again.
I just really need some money. Please help me.
I'm a goblin. Give me your gold.
I'll make Casso soil pants again.
I'm a fucking goblin. Give me your gold. Okay. So, if no one else has anything to do, an event occurs.
Well, I'm gonna like when I get downstairs to the first floor, I'm gonna like look behind books and like hide areas for some coin.
We're gonna kick that guy.
That's how I'll spend my time.
Then, yeah. Alright, so is anybody outside right now? Outside of the tower?
There's an outside
Maybe.
part of it.
Yeah, there's
Like a
there's
balcony?
like cloud that you could walk on for about like 20 feet outside of the actual tower. It's permanent.
Well, I'd probably go out there every once in a while. If I went after I found out about it.
Well, whoever's out there in the early morning, you see another floating cloud in very similar structure to the one that you happen to be floating atop. And this one has also another tower-esque type thing, but it's more of a stone fort, although very small. It's like somebody made a hut out of a fort kind of thing. And it floats ever closer to you until eventually it stops as the clouds touch. And then, you know, for a while, that's pretty much it. So who would be outside to see that?
I think Kathos
Okay,
would
so
be.
Casthos would Aku and Vidar be training?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. Like outside?
Probably, yeah, for sure. So,
Then you three see this, and you're a little bit alarmed by it, for sure. And the gates, there's a big like iron gate that just kind of opens upwards on this stone fortress, and out walk two cloud giants.
oh Christ.
Oh god.
Yeah. And they're carrying something. It's a big black rock covered in weird symbols. Do you guys do anything?
I'll go inside and cast Thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice boom up to 3 times louder, and yell upstairs because I'm not loud on the second floor. Zephyros, you have some friends here.
He
I'm gonna
peeks his head down the hole and he
I'm
says,
gonna
"Do you know
ready
who it
myself
might be?"
for trouble.
All I saw was some cloud giants.
Four of my kin.
I'll just be stanced up.
Oh, you're.
I saw
in front of
two.
the tower.
He will immediately come down from his, from the second floor, and he's gonna go to the entrance of his tower. What were you saying, Igor? I'm sorry, I like interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say I'm readying myself for trouble because a bunch of cloud giants are coming with a fucking
Yeah.
obelisk in their hands.
Yeah, it's pretty much just an obelisk, yeah. So yeah. Zephyros will come down to meet / face these two cloud giants. And they'll see you guys first outside. And one of them will just offhandedly say, "Looks like this one has pets. Kinda cute, ain't they?"
I wouldn't have heard that, right? Because I went inside to get
Yeah.
Zephyros.
So only Vidar and Aku would have heard this.
I'm unbothered.
Yeah, the other one
Yeah, like I'm.
looks at his friend and he just says, "Yeah, the bird there looks the tastiest."
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. Like
I'll
the
whisper
giant.
to a
Like,
crew.
yeah,
Threaten to
They
eat
mean
him.
nothing.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like I'm telling him just to be ready.
okay.
Let's make sure these guys are friendly, not just gonna.
Have
like,
my hand on my sword.
They'll
Yeah, my head.
continue walking past you. Like, they'll just, after making comments about you, they're just gonna pretend you don't exist. And they're gonna meet
Okay.
Zephyros at the base of his tower. And he will just greet them with a half-hearted smile, because he's a little wary of his own kind by this point, as you all are aware. And he will just say, "Hello, friends. What brings you to my humble abode, my tower?" And they will introduce themselves. It is two male cloud giants, both with kind of slick back, wispy cloud hair, and very royal-esque looking garb. Like they look like they're ready to attend a noble party. Although there is a
Yes.
few nicks and tears here and there because they're giants. And one of them will just say, "I am Selo and this is Sondir. We have an opportunity for you." And Zephyros will be interested, and he will just inquire as to what this is. He will say, "What kind of opportunity do you present to me?" And they hold the obelisk, and what they say next catches three of you off guard. "Well, we have with us the Nightstone from the town of the same name. We raided it just recently, actually, and we stole this ancient artifact for our own. We believe that the runic magic all over this thing can be used against all of the other giants, and we can bring the clouds to the top of the Ordning, make our own food chain, where we rule all of Faerun."
Time out. Is this the big thing that crushed the lady?
No. This was something
No,
none of you ever.
not
Yeah,
the-
no, this is something none of you ever chose to investigate. There was a big,
Yeah.
there's a big crater that none of you investigated, and that crater actually housed the Nightstone, which was a real thing. That's how Nightstone got its name. The town of Nightstone.
We're fucking stupid.
And,
It wasn't there when we were there,
yeah, no, it wasn't there,
Correct.
so I mean, none of you would have known.
so it doesn't.
Yeah, and
Cool.
you see it closer now, and it looks like it's made of like pure obsidian, and it's covered in like somebody carved runes all over the side of it. And
Can I like look at it closer, like kind of like peer at it closer to see if I know any?
roll
I
perception.
know
understand
anything
what
about that?
Yeah.
Roll perception, and then roll me history.
Okay, that would be it. So 12 perception. History is gonna be a 20,
20.
a natural 20.
Yes, that's your
Damn.
perception. What's your
Wow.
history?
It was a no. That was my history.
Oh, okay.
20.
What was your
My
perception?
perception
A
was
12 and a 20.
12.
Okay, so you only see like one or two of the runes as the light refracts off the obsidian, And you immediately know in your mind, those are Jotun runes. Like, you don't know what they mean, but you know that they were giant crafted. So something purposely left these runes in there, and they have some kind of meaning according to these two cloud giants known as Selor and Sondir.
Okay.
And they will continue speaking to Zeph about it, and they will say, yeah, as legends have told, this Nightstone, as it's called, can apparently open a portal to a different plane. And with it, we can create a weapon from an extra plane of existence and use it against all of our other kin and make ourselves the true rulers of Faerun, as we truly deserve. The Cloud Giants are the superior of all giant kind. And Zeph's face went from a smile to a scowl at this point. He's like, that's entirely preposterous of you to present this thing to me, even if I did have such thoughts of ruling Faerun, which he looks at all of you, which I do not. I would hardly even say these legends can even be true. These runes should mean nothing to anybody at this point. And he's gonna like shoo him away and just say, I will not help you decipher these bastardized runes. Use this black giant magic. And they get visibly angry. And they just storm off. They just say, yeah, we shouldn't have expected much from a traitor to his own kind. And they'll just turn around and storm away. I mean, they don't want to kill one of their own. They're not frost giants
Yet.
Yeah, so they're gonna hop back onto their thing, and unless anybody has something they want to do,
I'll just call them yellow as they walk away.
I was.
okay. Let me pull something up. You're calling them yellow, just like as like that they can hear you.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I was kind of over by the camp still.
Okay.
While they're walking,
Dishonorable.
where they're walking across, I'll cast. Hearing him call him yellow, I'll cast presentation subtly so they can't hear anything, and just make like part of whatever clothes yellow. That's all. Like I soil temporarily.
Okay, so they hear themselves get called yellow, and one of them will actually turn around to like glare at you, Vidar, and he'll see his friend is now like a yellow color. And yeah, they're rightly pissed off now. So one of them's going to throw a fucking, what is this?
Fireball.
Oh no!
Say it. Say it. Say it.
It's gonna throw an ice knife your way.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
You fool!
Yeah.
You
So
buffoon.
I believe.
Is that a spell attack
Let me look it up real quick.
or a dex save?
I know the second part is a deck save. Okay, so they
Well, I have advantage on that.
ranged spell attack, and then the second part.
Yeah, it's if it's a first level 20.
And who's right next to you?
Okay.
I think I am.
Okay, so they got a. Got a 13 on that attack
To hit.
to hit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That won't hit
I'm,
my armor class.
I'm 15.
Well, that won't hit you. It's the second part that can hit you.
Yeah.
Which you don't roll anything. on that.
It'll
It's just damage.
shrapnel
Save.
as it like explodes in front of you, and all of both of you two make a deck save.
18.
7.
Okay, you know, I see you. Whatever.
Danger sense, boy.
You know, just whatever. It's not like I wanted you guys to fucking get hit or anything. Right? Yeah, so the shrapnel tries to hit you. Like, you see it's about to hit your face, but it splashes on you as it melts before the ice even has a chance to make contact. And from there, everyone roll initiative.
Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Yes,
I was
sir.
about
Oh shit!
Wait,
I was
am
about
I
to do
am I
that.
even out there? Fuck.
No,
I'm not
I
out
don't
there.
think you or Igor
I'm
are
like
out
cooking. I'm like grilling meat on the fucking fire.
I got a 12. Womp womp.
Okay, hold on. So, Aku got 12. Vidar, what did you get?
Oh, I gotta check my bonus.
We got a 9.
Damn, you suck, bro.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. I woke up and chose violence.
Castos, what did you get?
I got 11.
Damn, guys. Sovereign, what did you get?
16.
And Igor.
I got 17 because I'm 1% better,
Ooh.
And
or
then
plus 1
They
better.
got
5% better.
Yeah, 5% better.
They both got a 4.
I'm so like confused at this. Like not confused. Like I'm torn because like we're trusting. I feel like we're trusting Zephyroth, of course. Then like
Yeah.
2 cloud giants like showed up and was like, "Hey, here's a giant." It's weird because like we're fighting giants.
Politics,
like-
man.
Well,
I
you
know.
know his stance on these.
Yeah.
We know what he's told us.
Yeah, you know
That's
what he
it.
told us.
This is the first
Yeah, we
interaction
can
with him.
assume
and
he's
other
true.
giants.
You guys believe him. And fucking why wouldn't you?
I believe him.
Yeah, I mean we like pretty much decided that he was being
Yeah, I know. It's
pretty
just
truthful. Like we couldn't tell if he was lying or not.
I guess I'm more worried if there's other cloud giants with floating towers out there or floating
Oh
platforms.
yeah, no, it's not
That's fine.
it's not an uncommon thing.
It's
I know, but,
fine,
like-
it's fine.
See, and you're like, shit.
First, we'll go with
Yeah,
Igor,
you can just assume.
and then let me try and change the music.
I need to learn how to work the bot.
It's literally a exclamation point P.
Hmm.
What are you typing that into?
Bot chat.
Shit.
Yeah, I had a feeling me doing the presentation would cause the fight, but you know, I had to.
It's worth it.
It was
We're gonna
completely
win.
worth it. I had your
We're-
back.
We're gonna win.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I had your back. Like before you even said it, I was tempted to do it, but I didn't want to fuck with the party. But since you did that, I was like, I got your back. Catherine was like, we're good. Let's go.
This is
Let's
one.
do
it.
It's gonna be one fuck of a
Yeah,
fight.
so
Well, it's different. I don't.
or
wait,
Igor,
wait,
you're
we
not
didn't- I
even
didn't tell
out
you.
there, are you?
Yeah, they're not out there.
I'm still cooking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this
you're
fight's a
not
little
even in
different.
initiative right now.
Yeah.
So
My
Neither-
my dice don't suck.
so cast the only 4 are out there, right?
Yeah, it's Castos the giant, Haiku, and my fucking
Vidar.
what's his name? Vidar.
Zoffrey.
Yeah, it's Zephyros 2.
Oh,
Okay. So then up first would be Zoffrin.
Alright. Come on. You don't have to ask me what I'm doing. Oof. 19. What am I saying oof for? I get +7 on that
I
shit.
think that hits.
That hits.
Let me see.
Where's my detail? There we go.
How far away are they from
They
us?
are like 20 feet.
See.
That is an 11.
11 to hit?
11?
Or
Huh?
11 damage, bro?
damn it!
Oh,
I'm gonna
damage.
Damage.
Yeah, I know, bro. I'm joshing your legs.
Josh and
I'm
my leg.
killing
Yanking your
you,
hanky.
idiot. Alright,
So we have a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
so up next is Aku.
Okay. How close are they to the edge?
they just stepped onto their own cloud, and they're connected, so it's like a weird bridge type thing. Where they
I mean, but
merged.
is there an edge at some point to
Yeah.
fall off?
I mean, they're like 10 feet away from an edge.
Okay, and how far away?
They're 20 feet from you, so like the nearest edge, because it's a circle, is like 10 feet roughly.
Okay, okay. So I'm gonna fly. See, I can fly, but I want to like get like on one side of them, kind of like hovering, just like off the ground a little bit. Double check.
Yo, can you get copyright claimed for this?
Probably.
Don't
Guess
care.
We'll see.
Nah, I think all they do is mute your VOD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna fly up to like the one that's closest to the edge, and I want to be like it's gonna be me, him, and then the edge, and I'm gonna do thunderclap. I'm sorry, thunder wave,
I was gonna say.
and I want to try to
They go 5 feet, or they fall prone, or whatever it does.
push him off.
That's a save
With
though,
it.
right?
It's a strength save, I think,
Push 'em
Yeah.
off.
on a giant.
So we're gonna roll.
Do you have to roll anything?
It's a
Damage.
spell.
Is it a ranged attack?
Yeah,
Is it a ranged attack?
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
But it's a save.
Yeah, so he won't have to
Yeah.
roll anything but damage. Okay. So then. That is.
He must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, a con save? Okay,
Yeah.
So then that
Oh, okay.
it's a dirty 20. That one is a 16.
Sheesh.
Unfortunate.
I imagine
still
both of
take
those
damage.
beat your DC.
Definitely.
They probably do.
yeah. It's they.
No, my DC is 15, so it makes
Yeah.
it beat it.
Yeah.
It was
Maybe
it was 16
Alright.
and yeah, dirty 20.
They're both over.
Well, blow. Okay. So
3-8 halved.
yeah. Daughter came in here and she like jacked up. There we go.
Can't blame her.
So 6
Come on.
and a half would be what, 3?
So take 3
3
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Okay. They don't get knocked prone from that or anything, right?
Boom.
No, not on a
Not a
success.
fail. I mean, that's the
Okay. So yeah, they stand firm. Firm. And up next is Castos.
Oh, damn. So Igor is inside, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how far inside he is, or I just know he's
He
inside?
would
somewhere?
just be in the first floor, probably in camp. You could, if you want to move to him, did you say there are still the open windows, so like you could yell and he would probably hear you.
He wouldn't take.
But
He wouldn't make me cast an action for that.
No,
One
I'd say
second.
yelling would be like a free action.
Wouldn't he have heard the thunder wave? Because that's a
Yeah,
53 feet
Oh yeah, I
thunder
forgot that
wave.
was a thunder wave. Yeah.
thunder boom. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Igor, you hear like a thunderous crashing outside, and if you go to investigate, you'll see the 2 cloud giants are now engaged with the 4 of them in combat.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll come out on my turn.
Okay. So then, yeah.
How far is he from the door? I just can't see him. He's out in the open area.
If you're up at the actual doorway,
I'm probably at the door because I wouldn't move up to the giants.
1, 2, 5, roughly 70 feet.
Fuck, okay, well, I can't do that. Okay, I'll quicken. Actually, no, I can't. Never mind. That wouldn't work because you can only cast a cantrip on the spell. All right. Let me check one thing right first. I'll cast what did I call it? I'm just gonna cast Firebow. I'm gonna twin it, and I want to. Can I put it in a place where it wouldn't hit Aiku? Because I know he's near them.
Is he near him? Aku, did you?
I'm at, well, he went. What? How close did you get for Thunderclap? Actually, I thought it was.
It was
really-
Thunder Wave. It wasn't Clap.
Thunder Wave. Oh, Thunder Wave.
Centered around yourself 15 feet. So you have to get him.
Oh yeah, so he is like pretty much in between. I imagine, right? Is that what you did, Aku?
You went on one.
Yeah,
of the
I got to one side of him, so
Okay. Yeah, so you'd be like,
You could aim for one side.
yeah, you could try.
Could I angle both fireballs in a way where it wouldn't hit Aku?
You'd have
But
to aim them
one
both
fireball
in
hit
the
one spot.
same spot.
Just pinpoint him in one area.
Yeah.
Is there a place I can just put both in the same area?
Yeah,
both
more,
giants and
yeah,
not
you
Aku?
can. Because they're within 5
Yeah,
feet
then
of
I'll-
each other, so if you like put it right next to them, it would be 15 feet to hit Aku.
and I'm good. Don't worry about me.
It's gonna be alright. I don't want to hit him though. There's two fireballs.
There's 2 fireballs.
12d6.
Two fucking fireballs. Well, can I put it like a little bit behind them so they'll still get hit by it, but it won't hit Aku, right? Is that fine? Because it has 150 range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
You could probably hit like
I'll
a diagonal angle.
Then I'll do it like that so I can hit both giants with both fireballs while not hitting Aku.
Mhm.
And I'll say, consume them. And then their shadows, because it's not going to be a normal fireball until they bring it, their shadows will just rise up behind them and dunk on them and do like an explosion. It's a deck save. Are you going to do 2 deck saves because it's 2 fireballs?
2 for both, so like 4 in total.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to
So
hit
that's
both of them.
an
as possible.
18.
That saves.
That's a 7.
That does not save.
That is a 18. That is a 2. So
Okay,
both
so
of them get hit by 1.
well, no, they get hit no matter what. It's if they make the save, they take half damage.
True.
So one full damage on both of them, then half damage for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one I'll just do for the full damage one.
Sure.
I need more dice. I gotta roll a few dice. I'm just gonna.
Got this sticky little thing.
Well, I got this instead.
Pog.
Also, I have.
I
I'm a
made
dice
that.
holder now, guys. Yeah.
I got this.
Hey,
Good boy.
I wish I made that. Briar's is cooler, just saying.
What? What?
It's swag as fuck.
Oh, is that?
That's a foam,
Yeah,
the foam
that's-
thing I made.
That's badass, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Make me,
That was
make me.
Pay
Want.
me.
mine.
Took me like 2 weeks.
How much do you want, though?
I don't know. Fucking, I'll figure that one out as I go.
All right,
Alright, so where were we?
it's cool as fuck.
Oh,
though.
damn.
Okay,
Damage.
the first
That's really
fireball. The first fireball does 25 points of fire damage,
Damn, dude, you're really calling me gay.
and here's the second one. This one's a lot better than the first one, but this one's half. Much more so the second one is half.
I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Sheesh.
Nice, dude.
Second one's 26 points of fire damage, which is halved if it's the deck save.
So it would be, what was it? 26?
Yeah, the second one was 26. The first one was 25.
Okay, so we're halving the second one.
The second one. Yeah, because I said the first one was full
Yeah.
damage.
So 13
So-
per.
25 damage. Yeah. So it'd be what is it?
40.
38. No, 38. Because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Rounded. Around 40.
I got you.
Exactly 38
I
points.
got you, babe.
Big damage.
Yeah, there. You guys are doing pretty good.
Well, this time that fire giants, I can actually use a spell that does damage, guys.
True.
Oh, yeah, also, it's a big difference because I don't have to roll to attack. That helps.
True.
What does this
Saves
look like
are
when you cast it
based.
again? What does it look like when you cast Fireball again?
Well, I said consume, and then their shadows behind them, like stood up behind them, and then just pounced on and exploded.
Oh,
Like Shadow Sneak.
That's pretty cool.
creating fucking bombs out of their shadows.
Well, if we had more shadows, I would have said all the shadows like around them went in and chased them, and were like forms of the shadows they took, and just all pounced on them. But since we're in the sky, I just,
Oh, true. Okay. Was that the end of your turn?
that was my main action. I still have a bonus action. I'll quicken cast Firebolt on the one on the right. Does not hit unless a does a 12 hit?
No.
This is why I don't roll to attack. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright.
And, well, I'll move a little bit further inside the tower.
Alright, so now next will be
About to.
Vidar.
Alright. I'm gonna take my Warhammer that my homie left behind. And I will rage and approach the one that is not yellow. And then attack him twice.
Okay.
Oh yeah, one still go.
Roll me to hit.
I'm gonna reckless attack it.
Okay.
Okay, first one is a miss.
Well, what is it?
11.
Okay, yeah.
And then 12.
Okay, yeah, neither of those hit.
So I whiff
Yikes.
both times.
Yeah, that was really reckless too. That's sad.
Yeah, so you walk up
Yeah,
to him,
they got advantage on me.
Warhammer in hand, and you go for those swings, and they just kind of like step back for both of them because you're new to wielding such a hefty Warhammer.
Yeah, am I proficient with this? Yes, I am.
Ignore that. Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Then it'll be their turn.
Well,
So they're gonna look down at you, Vidar,
well,
and they're gonna say,
well,
"You putrid little wretch,"
whoa. Go
and
ahead.
they're gonna
Well,
fucking bring a morning star out from their like side belt and just bring it down upon you. And oops,
I wish you a very die.
I'm gonna reroll that one. Did not land on my thing. That'll be 17 plus.
That'll
Hey,
hit.
does a 29 hit? Hi.
Yo. I'm scared
Lord,
now.
that's just my AC.
God.
AC's 30, sorry.
That was plus
Does a
12?
14 hit?
No.
Alright, so you only take one hit. Oh, they
How
have
are they
advantage
rolling
on you,
that?
don't they?
Yup.
I'll just roll again real quick. Hey, does 9 plus 12, that is 21.
21.
Yeah, does 21 hit? I
Yeah.
don't really think it did, but I'm glad you clarified. Alright,
I'm throwing you a bone.
thank you. I really need it.
Yeah, you sure do. Because
Alright.
I don't.
So you will take
It's halved.
11 plus 8, 17 divided by 2,
That's 8.
8. Yes.
8 total.
Take 8 damage. 8 piercing
Gotcha.
damage because it is a morning star.
Ooh, owie.
So one of the spikes grazes your side as it whiffs and just leaves a nice sized gash. and they just retract their Morning Star. And Aku is still right next to 1, I imagine, right? Okay, so he is gonna look down at you, and he's still holding the Nightstone, and he's just gonna say, "Stupid fucking bird." He's gonna bring the fucking Nightstone down on you and try and crush you with it.
God damn.
Oh lord.
And I'm gonna
Bonk.
do this as a rock attack. But still a fuck. How is a rock still plus 12 to hit? Are you kidding me?
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's a
It gets
fucking.
strength
Oh
modifier?
yeah, no, they got a plus 8 on strength. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
They are still giants. So yeah, with this
Yeah.
rock, he does 17 plus 12.
know.
19. Yeah, 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hit.
Okay. And then I'm gonna half that damage because he is not using it to throw it. Because hang on the down low, you would have taken 4d10 of damage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
lord.
Oh god, that's scary. That could kill me.
Yeah.
Well, my unconscious.
Okay, so 2, 9. Fuck. Yeah. Take 27 damage.
Oh my lord.
So the he brings the Nightstone down on you and just clips you in the back, and it just knocks you out of the air if you were in the air, and just straight prone
Yeah.
on the ground.
You like
Yeah.
spin, you know, go.
Mayday, mayday!
That was a bad story.
And as the rest of you, actually, someone,
Igor still hasn't come outside yet.
yeah, okay, so Vidar and Zophran, roll perception for me.
Perception.
Doo-doo.
That's an 18.
So, what did you get, Briar?
3.
Okay, so you don't see much. You just see a bird get knocked out of the fucking air. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Shit.
Oh,
Zophran.
that's funny.
Ah.
Yeah, funny joke. Zophran, you see this weird thing happen on the Nightstone as it collides with Aku in the air. A little bit of blood comes out of his mouth, and it spills kind of backwards as he flies past it in the air, and it splashes onto the Nightstone, and on one of the runes you see it glow, just the faintest little bit, and then stop almost as quickly as it started.
Holy shit. So does that mean we have to feed it blood?
Well, we don't have to.
We
but-
probably don't want to
We
do that.
could.
Yeah, we probably, if we don't want to make the world die of something, we probably should.
Who knows? I don't know.
Okay, am I the only one that saw it?
Yeah, you're the only one that saw it. So we have no idea. You're the only one who knows.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Treachery afoot.
I may choose to hide it from everybody.
So,
Yep.
Up next, after their turn, is gonna be everyone's best friend. I gotta find his character sheet. Zephyros.
He's
Oh, is he
fighting.
getting in the mix? Okay.
See, what does he have? I didn't actually anticipate this to break out into a fight.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Someone just had to call him yellow.
Yeah.
he's a coward, man. Dishonorable. I had to.
Okay. Yeah, so he is going to cast Cone of Cold on these two.
Right at me?
No, at the 2.
I'm right in front of one.
Oh shit. It's a
Is it a
shit.
dex
It's
save?
a cone, isn't it? Yeah, it's literally in the name.
True.
Fuck. It's a 60-foot cone. Okay.
Would I see it coming?
It'd be coming from behind you, so more than likely no.
Damn. Well, guess I'll die.
But he changed.
Guess I'll
his
just
mind.
die.
Is he upcasting that, perhaps?
No.
Because I'll probably
I don't
be
I don't know about
a
you
cube
guys,
of ice.
but Zephyros seems pretty sketch right now. He's hitting our barbarian pretty hard right now with magic.
Actually, hold on. Let me look up what this spell is.
What is it? What do you call it?
Resilient Sphere.
Oh, Resilient Sphere makes somebody invincible, basically.
What's the range on that? 30 feet? How far away are you from the, So they were like 20 feet away from the 10-foot wide entrance. Like 10 foot and then 20 feet. 30 feet? About. So yeah, you'd be in range of this, because Zephyros is still at his front door. So I think we'll go with that.
Me?
A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range. An unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
I can't get out of it unless he drops concentration, though.
Oh, is that what it does?
I'm stuck in there if he does that to me.
Well, okay, then he's going to cast it on one of the giants.
They gotta make a dex save.
Yeah. See.
Oh, it's this is DC, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's against his...
I read about this today.
It's against his DC?
I believe.
Okay, then yeah, they're never going to fucking make it.
What's it called again?
Resilient Sphere.
Yeah, so... on a failed save, the creature is enclosed for the duration. So, for up to a minute,
Yeah, dex save.
Yeah, so he fails, and...
See you, buddy.
Yeah, so you see a full sphere wrap around this cloud giant. Like, part of the cloud comes up from beneath his feet and just forms a solid sphere around it. And you hear, like, yelling and shouting from inside, and you hear it bang, but, like, nothing comes of it. Like, the sphere is unmoving. And then that'll be his turn, so let's go to Igor. You are running up into battle.
Yeah.
And then that'll be your turn, because you can't really do much else by running that distance.
So I've entered the battle now?
Except your turn was basically...
I'm gonna come out and be like, what's going on out here?
We're fighting! Can you not see that?
I can!
Your wretched little
I'm
friend
worried about-
here decided to insult the superior beings.
Okay,
Quit being a pussy.
when Igor goes past, by the way, I said, yeah, I'm staying back here this time. See ya.
Damn. Okay. Alright, so then back to Zolfrin.
What do you? They'll one-shot me.
They will.
They will 100%
They'll
one-shot
kill
me.
you.
They
Who's
will.
just over there dying while we're all like wondering what Igor is doing.
They can sneeze on me and I'll die.
Poor guy.
Alright, Zolfrin, it's your turn, by the way.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. I forgot to do this last attack, but Eldritch Blast has 2.
Oh yeah, it has 2 bolts.
I gotta roll twice.
I've been forgetting to do that on Briar's campaign too, so don't worry about it.
Dang. Okay. The first one's 20. It's a 24. Second one is 12.
Doesn't hit. Okay, so first one hits, roll damage.
First one hits. Cool. Ooh, it's a 5. Yeah.
Just takes 5 damage.
Yep.
Damn. Are you aiming
It's kind
at
of
the
like
yellow or
a
the?
weekly.
Are you aiming at the yellow one?
Of course.
Okay.
The pussy.
Yes. The yellow belly.
For the record, I think both of them are yellow.
No, he seems a little bit more yellow.
He seems a
Just
little
like
bit more
the
yellow.
slightest-
He's just the one that got
Yeah.
affected.
Yeah,
the
that's
one that
true.
was affected. Yeah.
Alright, so Aku.
Poggers.
Yeah. All right, so
Sheesh.
I need to get up off the ground.
Yeah. So you'll expend
15
yeah,
feet.
you'll expend like 15 feet of movement to get up, and then you'll still have an action.
Bonus.
Okay. So I want to get up. Is getting up my entire movement, or can I
No,
get
it's
up?
only
it's
15
half
feet
your
of it.
movement.
Yeah.
It's whatever half your movement is.
All right, so I want to get up and then move. I guess it'd be like
15.
yeah, I guess 15 feet back
Are you in melee range?
right now. Oh, I don't know.
You didn't specify, Colton.
He got hit by a
He
rock.
got hit
so
by
I
a
think-
rock, so he's still
So
in
he probably
melee
got
range. He
melee
just got knocked out of the air. Yeah,
Okay.
so it came down directly.
Opportunity
It
attack.
came down directly on top of
Yeah.
him.
Wait,
Okay.
is the one that hit him got enclosed in the dome?
Yes,
or is
that's
that
the
another
one that got enclosed in the dome, I believe.
Can you make an attack out of the dome?
Nope. Nothing can attack out or in.
Nope. Nothing gets in or out of it.
It's an
So I
indestructible
can wait for him
sphere.
without getting an opportunity attack, then, right?
What?
No, he
No,
can't be attacked.
Yeah,
No. I can move away
Yeah.
from him without.
yeah
getting...
you're
Yeah.
good now.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna move 15 feet back from him as far as I can, and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna do Cure Wounds on myself. But testing my act. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah. So my first. Can I do a bonus action first? No.
I mean, if you want to.
Okay. I guess a
You can
bonus
do it
action.
any order you want.
Shit, that's not a bonus action though. In the no, yeah, it is because I've done it before. I'm gonna do the Circle of Stars, and I'm gonna do the Chalice constellation. So it takes one of my wild shapes away. So that here, and so same thing like a constellation appears in my body, and this one like is across my chest, and it's like a shape of a goblet sort of. So it'd be like shoulders and then down to the ribs, and so it looks like a cup, like when you drink like a potion. I guess.
I ain't drinking on
And,
that one, bud.
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. I gotta heal myself up here. So it's 10 to heal there.
Okay.
And then with that chalice thing, it lets me do it twice. Pretty much. Like I can pick myself or somebody else too. So that'd be 5. So 10 and 5, so heal for 15.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Up next is Castos. Stop reading, you fucking nerd. God.
I'm trying to see what would happen if I cast it. Anything. Okay. So before I do anything, I'll say I'll ask Zephyros as fast as I can without trying to take an action. Do you want us to fight these guys away, or do you want us to leave?
I'd prefer if they just left. I'd like to not shed any more blood today.
Okay, I'll try to I'll twin cast Suggestion to try to make them and say, gents, there's been a misunderstanding. You can just leave and go home. That's what I'll say, and it's a card of.
Wisdom
Oh, is
save.
it a wisdom?
I think it's a wisdom save.
I keep wanting to say it's a charisma save because that just makes more sense.
I want to say it's a charisma save too.
It just makes more sense in my head, but it's probably
It's a wisdom saving throw,
It's resisting being
Yeah.
charmed. So wisdom.
and I twin casted on both of them.
Oh, you twin cast it to both of them? I don't actually think
Yeah.
spells can get through Resilient Sphere. No, it's
Oh.
physical stuff, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd be able to like see him barely through like the clouds. But yeah,
I think that if does he have line of sight through
yeah.
that?
I'm still at the doorway. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but through the sphere, is it solid or no?
it's a solid like object, but it's made of clouds, so it's got spots where you can see through it. because it's like
Wait, before
a thin veil of cloud.
before I do that, I run up 30 feet because it doesn't have much range. So I run up 30
Okay.
feet in range.
Yeah, that's fine because they're not that far away. Okay, and then I got. I'll just do. So that was a 15 for the guy in the bubble, and
That one failed. I mean, he succeeded. DC's 15.
a nat 20 on the other one.
Rip. That's my turn.
Shit.
Actually, I'll use my bonus action to convert one of my first level spell slots into sorcery points, and that's it.
All right. So next up is going to be.
And I say to Zephyros, well, I tried.
Don't worry, I
Not
have.
hard enough, it seems.
What?
Not hard
Oh
enough.
yeah. He'll
Yeah, sorry,
just
I-
look down at you and say, "There is no worries. You have done all you can." And then up next it'll be Vidar.
Walking over to the dude that is not in bubble.
How hard do they look, by the way?
Not very. They've got a few cuts and scrapes. At best.
Hammer. Bonk, bonk.
Bonk, you're gonna fucking hit them, bro? You're
I'ma
gonna
do
fucking
it.
bash their brains in?
44.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Woo!
There you go.
Yeah. I get radiant damage with this
Yeah,
shit.
you do.
I dropped one of my dice. 3 plus 3 CX plus 2 plus 1. 9 total damage. 3 of that's radiant.
Okay. So yeah, 9 for both swings.
Yeah, that's combined.
So, yeah, you take one. You take one swing at his leg, and he kind of bends down and looks at you and holds the spot where you just struck. And you go for another strike, and it hits him in the hand that he's covering the part you struck with. So he rears back and is like shaking it violently, like you just stubbed his finger or jammed his finger.
Joy.
And as you go for both of those hits, all of you see a blinding light that takes the shape of a dragonborn's fist. Also, after the hammer makes contact, it slams into the parts that make contact. And it also deals its own damage. And he is mildly annoyed, at best.
Nice.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Their turn. So
No.
the other one's still trapped in a bubble. So I don't.
Strike me,
He
sir.
literally can't do anything besides move around like a hamster.
He could make a strength save to.
Yeah, no, that's
Go
what I'm
for it
saying.
if he
If he
wants
wants to
to.
move around like a hamster, let's go for it. That actually
Roll off the edge, maybe.
that actually makes it.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
please.
he can barely see, so he's gonna roll away from you guys. He's trying to roll towards his fort and back into the entrance of his little area. And then the other one is going to cast. Ah, shit. Hold on.
Casting.
Yeah, they're gonna cast massive. They're gonna cast massive stinky.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna cast
Big stang.
fog cloud in between all of you.
So on top of himself, even,
Just
or directly in front of him, because I'm right
in
in
front of him. So like everybody but you can see, and he is gonna use his movement to just try and turn tail and run and try and push his friend's hamster ball away.
Opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
go for it.
Disadvantage. So.
Is it disadvantage?
Is that all of us? Just him.
Well, if he can't see, can you see?
Well,
or
he
not?
can see because he's technically outside of the fog cloud, like just on the cusp of the edge of it.
Oh, yeah.
Myself?
Yeah, you are Vidar.
Oh, I'm outside
Yeah,
of
he
it?
cast it in front of him so that everybody on Zephyros's like area.
Well, I rolled a natural one, so it doesn't
Oh
matter.
damn! Yeah, you go to whiff and you almost lose your grip and it almost like flies out of your hand like a kid playing baseball for the first time. The bat just swings away from his hand. And
Well, I made an attempt.
so you see these two cloud giants, one of them being pushed away like a hamster, and the other one, the hamster, rolling his ball away, and they get too far away and they manage to get to their own fortress, and door closes behind them, and you feel the cloud beneath you start to shift, and you can tell it's about to start moving. So I assume you would get back onto part of Zephyros's cloud. Just to...
Hey, my spell worked! Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll double back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start going back.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like glide over.
So yeah, so you would all emerge from the thick fog that they emit. And that'll be the end of that combat as they just kind of turn tail and run with the Nightstone.
What? Pussies! How dare they run from a fight?
He's got a point.
They can no
I
longer hear
barely
you.
got out here.
They can no longer hear
I'm
you.
gonna go over. I'm gonna shake my fist and yell, "Get back
And
here!"
you see that Zephyros's hands are glowing, and you see him just getting done with a somatic cantation. So make a perception check, any of you, just see what he cast.
Natural one.
16.
I got 10.
Oh, it's not somatic. For the sakes of brevity, it's somatic. Yeah, Zofran, you see that he cast another version of a suggestion-esque spell. You remember something that could be done with the hands that slightly resembled a form of suggestion. You assume.
So he
cast mass.
Good.
He cast like a version of mass suggestion. Try to tell them to leave.
I'm gonna turn around and look at him and say, "Who said you had to be the voice of reason? We were all having fun out there."
No more blood should be spilled today. I can only help you so much.
Oh well. First you
agree
can't
with
give me
that,
gold. Now I can't have any fun.
He pats you on the head with his giant-sized finger. He says, "I know it's been a rough few days for you, friend."
I'm gonna swat at his finger like a fly.
He'll just
Get away from
pull
me.
it away. Are any of you injured?
Oh.
I'm fine.
Am I
I'm
right?
cool.
I just got out here. What was going on?
Rage drops.
Well, we got a visit from a few of my kind. It's unfortunate you weren't here to witness it.
It was fun. That's a lie.
Fun is
No,
a
it
word,
sucked.
not one that I would use.
I'm lipping back inside. I'm like, it sucked.
You look fine. You look healthy.
No, I'm still beating.
Well, now you all know where the Nightstone went.
Get it?
Hmm?
I'm gonna roll my eyes.
What was that, Briar?
We didn't get it, so
Yeah, I mean,
it's a loss.
a loss, but at what cost?
The Night Stone?
Yes, the Nightstone. I believe it is the town in which I picked up the original crew.
Ah, you hired these.
I
folk.
did not
thought
hire
they
them.
found you on their own.
Kind of found each other, kind of thing.
Ah,
I'm asking them like, why? What were they talking about making a weapon out of the Nightstone?
There are legends among the Jotun that there's various ancient relics this could be applied to. There is no for sure reasoning that it could be the Nightstone, though it is one of the more known stories. The Nightstone is supposedly a prison of sorts for an ancient evil, a one of its own kind, even. And it's said that long ago, the greatest of giant wizards were able to use their runic magic to steal away this ancient being. And again, there's no way of truly knowing that it is the Nightstone, though the runes looked particular. Strange, I guess. They did look familiar in a strange sense of the word. It's as if they were written by my own hand, and it felt like some form of magical rot being applied to my own brain, just staring upon this object. Though it could just be cursed and not as they say it to be.
I'm gonna furrow my brow and I'm like, let's go with it being cursed.
Yeah, with him talking about this
During
stuff, can I mention the fact that I figured out it was the Jotun, there were like Jotun runes on there?
Oh, you're the one who figured out it was Jotun? Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you want to tell them what you knew, there were giant runes.
Yeah, I noticed they had, Jotun runes on them. Like, is that like wizard giants doing or your people's doing?
It's more than likely, yes, as we are one of the only few who know how to use these runes, let alone decipher them.
Like cloud giants or
any
just
giant,
wizards?
really. Though I
Only
wasn't able to really just look at it and assume its meaning. The runes did look to have some form of code. Though again, probably is just gibberish and means nothing.
So how likely are they to come back? That'll be
Not likely. Most cloud giants will only attack if they need to. Assuming those are the two giants who attacked Nightstone Inn that you told me of when we first met, then their only purpose in doing so was stealing the Nightstone. Unlike my hill giant brethren, they won't simply attack because they are hungry. They will attack because they have a very specific purpose in mind.
I'm gonna pipe up and say, speaking of those runes, when it hit Aku, it looked like it sort of took the blood inside and like it started glowing, but only for a split second.
He'll give you a very bewildered look, like, are you absolutely certain?
Positive.
You saw the rune glow when it made contact with blood.
Yeah, it was just for a second, nothing crazy though. It was like just it's gone.
You remember the basic shape of the rune by chance?
No, it was over just as quick as it came.
That is worrying, actually. I'll investigate further, knowing this. This is new. No, I've not heard of a rune that is activated by blood. That is not something Jotun are known for. Blood magic is not one of our personal rights.
Is it possible then that it wasn't the Nightstone and we're just mistaken? I mean, why would they have something that could be so powerful just so easily taken?
Didn't they say it was the Nightstone?
Yeah, they said it was the Nightstone. They stole it from Nightstone. Well, the Ordning kept most giants in check, so most giants wouldn't just go about to wrecking things, as the Storm King and his court would very much look down upon such actions. would punish such giants by their own hand.
So they're acting independently.
Yes, most giants nowadays are acting independently.
Yeah, because Hecaton is missing. right?
Yes, the Storm King himself is
Right.
missing.
Where could he be though?
That is a mystery I've been trying to solve for months now.
Is he? Never mind. Is he possibly in the Nightstone?
Though it is unlikely.
Wait, he disappeared before it was
It
stolen.
was, yes, it was stolen way after he was known to have disappeared. And from any info I have gathered, I don't believe any magical sealing might have been involved at any point. I feel like I would have caught on to such traces in the weave.
Maybe he just kicked rocks.
Let's
Well,
hope
if we
Got
all
not
out of
want to
there.
by the Nightstone, couldn't we use the rod later on?
to find.
Ooh, yeah. Forgot we had that.
Yeah, I was talking to Zephyros. Like, would we be able to know the location of the Nightstone if the rod?
Yeah, because like, what if we could see whether or not? Because like, just because they say it's a Nightstone, like, are we gonna trust the giants?
I call shenanigans.
It could be just something that they think is the Nightstone, but not actually. Because that way, if we use the rod, we could see, like, you know, if it ends up being the Nightstone and they have it, it's in their possession, we know 100%. But if it ends up being somewhere completely different, then that kind of flips the script.
Grab
It's
the
definitely
rod.
a good idea. Grab the rod.
Alright, so are you guys gonna tell him like you want to use the rod to find the Nightstone?
I mean, I don't imagine they're like too far away. I mean, so if he holds it up and it's like glowing super bright, like it's close, clearly it's there. But if it's just like pointed another direction. So I just want to ask him if he's willing to test it to see if they do have the Nightstone with the rod.
Though I am willing to test it. That is an endeavor I will take on my own. I must, as I've been contacting the other planes.
I stop him right there. I'm like, he crushed me with a rock.
I understand your plight.
He knocked me out of the sky.
I understand your plight, young avian.
For my people, being knocked out of the sky is the most disgraceful way to fall in battle. We'd rather
Sounds
die
fantastic.
before hitting the ground.
I will personally see to it that the Nightstone is found. I will track it down personally. But I am being pressured more and more every time I contact another plane to transport you to Bryn Shander, so that you may begin the true quest in the north. There are two fronts now to aiding the restoration of the Ordning. I will do my part by finding the Nightstone, and you will do yours in Bryn Shander as fate wills it.
Sketchy.
I don't like how secretive he's being all of a sudden. And what was that about you feeling that you created this or had some sort of something
Yeah.
to do with this?
Huh? Oh no, he would have meant that in like the way I meant that as in it was like a weird magic effect where it's like imagine when you go to a restaurant and you eat something, you're like, man, it's just like how mom made it. It's kind of that effect. That's what he was
Okay.
referring to.
Oh,
That was really
okay. I was
bad.
gonna
It was really
say
bad wording on my
that
part,
completely
yeah.
changes it.
No, that was really bad wording on my part.
Okay. Because I was like, damn, this dude's like being really weird all of a sudden after just dropping that. All right, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
That's what he meant by like familiar, because it just looks like
Okay.
very recent modern time giant shit.
Gotcha.
But according to legends, it is not. Right.
Yeah. Okay, by this point, like, I'm gonna go back inside to like our rest area, and I imagine that like I'm gonna try to heal up because I imagine like one of my wings is probably like dislocated.
Yeah.
and I'm needing to have to like crack this wing back into place. So that's what I want to do real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, we pretty much got a straight shot to Bryn Shander now, so we can heal you all up and, get you all rolling. So,
Unless anybody else had anything else that they
yeah,
want to
anybody else got something they wanna do, talk about?
I don't know. I think that sounds sorted. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna call this a break point because I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I am too.
Right, I'm gonna go grab a Dwinkie.
Alright.
Yeah,
Me as well.
I'm back.
Hello.
Swag.
Yeah.
Kitty moment.
Come here. Come here. The cat's fight off.
Hello. Okay, bye. Sorry for bothering you. Oh.
Waiting.
This stinky leg. So long. Stinky leg. Okay.
Dude, we're
Okay,
doing
you-
the stinky leg? Hold up.
What is okay? I'm confused what that is.
Fryer, are those chicken strips from last night? I'm surprised you even still had some. Now I know where they all went.
There were like 8 in
Hey,
here.
Ronnie, you want to come to fucking Poto and get busted with us?
Fuck yeah.
I don't actually know. Where did we say we're gonna do that at? Oh, Brian, you're not even gonna get to go because you gotta work, right?
I don't have to work. I'm just gonna be tired.
Oh yeah, you'll have Robin. I don't actually know where we're gonna meet up.
For what?
We're actually just, because I'm old enough now, we're probably just gonna go somewhere and get fucking drunk. That's the only plan. I feel like I should have my webcam over here now. That's where my actual fucking... Yeah, okay.
I would have it like face on, but Sam's
I
asleep.
feel like
in
this
it.
is a better angle.
The side angle, you know,
Yeah, I'm gaming.
makes it more
Welcome
interesting.
to my stream.
Yeah,
Today,
that's the Twitch
today
angle.
we're going to be playing Outlast 2. I have a webcam now, so you can see me scream at all the funny moments.
And you can see me look at chat.
You can see me overreact to every single thing that happens. Because the see so funny screams are good.
Even though Outlast wasn't even scary. Sorry, not sorry.
You know what's really funny to me? I've been watching. I don't know why. I went on like nostalgia trip, and I've been watching like old PewDiePie videos, like
Dude,
Amnesia and
I'll
all
do
that
that too
stuff.
sometimes. Don't even feel bad.
There's so much stuff he said that would not fucking fly on this
none of what he
website.
said would fly.
So much of it has been taken down, and you have to find re-uploads by random channels.
That's the same
Do you
for
remember his
everybody,
Aoni
dude.
song?
What?
Do you remember his Aoni song?
Yes, I do. Vaguely. I barely even remember that game.
I rewatched a bunch of people play it. It's pretty strange, but in a cool way.
Yeah, most
In a good way.
RPG Maker games were weird. Unnecessarily so.
I realized it's not really as long as I thought it was. It's a really short game.
Yeah.
And there's not all the puzzles are kind of just annoying, but for some reason it
Well,
caught on.
you can't do a whole lot in not Dungeon Maker, RPG Maker.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on.
They did have some really fun jump scares that they messed with the game with though. I really liked those. I still to this day, as soon as I started watching the series, memories came flooding back, and I remembered the one jump scare where you're like going through where you're supposed to go into your inventory to pull out something, and you have someone with you in your party, and you look and they're the fucking monster.
Oh,
And then as soon as you close out your inventory, they start chasing you. It's like, oh shit!
Christ. That's
It's
just
such a fun thing they
it's
do.
just hell.
I kind of miss like being able to go on YouTube and finding an easy PewDiePie video where it was like fun to watch. Cause the shit that he does now, where it's just like commentary on something you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
really care about. Like I used to watch him play Octodad and the Forest, just like random games.
Yeah, I get you.
That was back when YouTube was in its golden age. How do I do a fucking... Can I turn Google Docs to a night mode? Is that possible?
Probably could with Night Reader
No clue.
I don't think you can.
or Dark Reader, or the fuck it's called.
I hate this. Because as you can see, it's like reflecting yellow every time. How do I do it?
I thought it was because of our different face cams like coming into the focus of your thing.
No.
That your whole face
No,
was
as you
lighting
can
up
see, there's like
randomly
lines
during-
going up and down on my thing, and that's because of my because of my LED strips. Fine now.
Oh.
I can just use my actual light. but I have a yellow warm light. I don't have the bright white LED.
Streamer.
Oh
look.
yeah.
White LED lights are the worst. I don't
What?
understand
Dude,
how
I
people can,
despise the yellow warm. Have you ever no-clipped into the back rooms, dude? This is gross.
You look like you're in a hospital right now.
I am in a hot.
Your things are stark white. You look like someone's gonna cut you open and
Wow,
pull out an
dude.
organ.
Jesus.
Fucking. I'll see you
That's
guys
not a
later. I
threat,
guess
that's
I
just
gotta
what's
go
what it
bury
looks like.
bury
And
myself.
cut up you open and get an organ.
End of session.
What the hell? Why is it outside of his room more white? He has whiter lights out there. He has full-on halogens from like a car shining out there.
Here he is.
What the hell? Did he just transport?
He
Yeah,
just
he just
teleported.
Transmission, dude.
To walk through
That
that.
was. I saw him in the mirror like a specter.
You're so fast. Literally, like drove the 80 miles from where I live.
That was a fast,
over here.
fast one.
Woo!
That was a long run.
Do me next.
If someone new comes into the game and they don't know about that, you gotta
Just do
pretend to
that.
get in a fake fight with him and be like,
What?
you know what? Fuck
Yo,
I'm gonna walk in the other room.
transport.
That'd be so funny.
Nice blankie. Yeah, I saw it.
Thank you. It's a cat. Like
Whoa, that's cute. Okay. So,
Of course, you gotta have the cat blanket.
I got a dinosaur blanket, not a cat one.
are we just gonna skip forwards in time some more? You guys okay?
Unless there's
with that?
another cloud giant
What
one.
we can do.
Not really. There's nothing. Because as of now, the journey is just gonna be a really boring few days. After that, it's mostly just gonna be Zephyros in the second floor, either using the navigation orb or he is contacting other planes with his spell, and just kind of talking to the things, kind of weaving fate to help you along your quest. And I guess we can just start. Let's see, he'd want to drop you not off in front of Bryn Shander, he'd want to drop you off a ways away, just so no one in the 10 towns will see these adventurers getting dropped off from a floating cloud. So you're gonna be like, I've got to pull up a map real quick.
Can you screen share if you do?
Yeah.
So we all
Yeah.
are on the same page.
I've been looking at the map for like an hour now. I don't see it.
Yeah. I gotta
It's like
find it.
really, really up north.
I gotta find it too, man. There it is.
Like, do you have an area? Do you know what area, like rough area it's at?
Oh yeah, I have.
Didn't we find out last time? Like, wasn't it in like the top leftish?
Yeah, it's in the
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
Ice
Right on the
Winds
map.
Dale. Here.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
on the border region.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Found
Yeah.
it.
So this is
It's
the general
Um,
area.
of Iceland.
This right here is Bryn Shander. This is the town you're going to be going to. And this entire area here is the 10 towns. These are all like a colony that are interconnected between each other. So he'd probably want to drop you off somewhere south of Dugan's Hole. So probably somewhere along the edge of Ridgewater here. So I think the road leads around Redwaters to Duggan's Hole. Let me find an actual map of the Sword Coast.
Oh,
I had one, I don't know where it went. I'm just real dummy.
I think there's one in references.
at one point. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
pinned
yeah.
though.
Oh shit, I didn't pin it. Yeah, so yeah, somewhere south
pinned
of Bryn Shander, you're gonna be just dropped off along the road, and it'll just be some icy forest, and it's mostly like snowy tundra along the path. It's not like thick snow, but it's a very cold and desolate area, and just floating in the air, you immediately all get hit with like the chill that shivers down all of your spines at once. And
Ooh.
Zephyros will float down and tell you all, well, we've arrived to your destination, though I will not drop you off near the 10 towns, or directly on top of it, I mean, as I'm sure you'd get quite a few strange looks from being dropped off in a floating tower. Not many people get that luxury.
Yeah, says the guy with no gold.
Damn.
Oh,
Throw gas.
Right.
Really butthurt about that.
Well,
Does Zoffred wear like Jordans?
yeah.
No, he's in debt. He doesn't have any money.
He's wearing Tim's. Well, I believe this is where our paths will fork in the road. I will pursue the Nightstone,
Or you.
and I will hopefully get that situation sorted out before anything comes of it.
Is he just gonna chill over here, this area?
No. Tracking down the Nightstone, you can assume, is going to require moving around Sword Coast / Faerun.
Gotcha, so we're stuck.
Yeah. Well, he did say that you're not going to be getting any more help from him after he drops you off at Brinchander.
Whoa.
That's right.
Yeah, if you remember that, he said he's only allowed to meddle so much with your quest because of the things he's been contacting through other planes. And they told him that he cannot mess with any more stuff besides just transporting you across the Sword Coast.
His hands are tied.
Parting gifts, perhaps?
Nothing.
The rod?
The rod you couldn't even, like, carry without having to hoist it around. And you don't...
I can carry that shit. I'm
You're
buff.
just gonna carry it around?
Use it as a weapon.
Well, he's the one hunting down the Nightstone, so he'll need it.
Sure, I guess.
You say sure, but I mean, how else is he gonna do it?
I mean,
He's a
one
wizard.
of
He'll figure it out.
Look around.
our wizard men can attune to it and figure it out.
But he's gonna do that on his own. He just said that.
But how long is that gonna take?
You should go hire an artificer. No, I'm just
No.
kidding.
No.
Igor's gonna say, well, thank you for the transport and for the place to rest. It's certainly worthy of a story.
Well, it was my pleasure to serve you, adventurers.
Chick-fil-A?
Yes. My pleasure.
I guess can we go down from here, or are we up in the sky still?
If you go out through the entrance of, like, there's a little hallway entrance. If you go out of that and onto the little cloud yard, you'll see a little opening in the cloud, and it just descends into a spiral staircase made of more cloud. And
Like
oh
rotating?
yeah, the one we
Yeah.
came up on.
Yeah.
and he'll just say,
no.
the staircase is open for all of you. Please, be very wary, as this land is crawling with frost giants, and frost giants are much more treacherous than even my kin.
Oh, they're worse than cloud giants?
Well, they're a little
How
more
worse?
barbaric in terms,
Oh, but
whereas fire giants...
would you say...
Hmm?
Continue.
Oh,
You're answering my question.
Oh yeah, he'll just say, whereas fire giants would be considered the dwarves, I guess, of small folk. The frost giants would be considered the rabid barbarians, the Vikings, as have been told in your humanoid stories.
I don't know what a
they
Viking
certainly
is.
can't be
but-
bad as 1,000 flights of goddamn stairs.
He's gonna start walking.
I'm sorry. I wish I could make it easier on you.
Don't you literally have an elevator? You have a
The
will
elevator only works in my tower.
This guy's hoarding gold. I know it. I'm gonna storm down the stairs.
I've been burned and it hurts less than my legs when I finish this walk.
I'm right there with you, bud.
I'll start walking down the stairs too and say, it had to be in a frozen wasteland. It couldn't be in a tropical
Well,
island.
you should have
Be in
prepared
a
ahead
fr-
of time.
Greedy bastard.
I just met you.
Is the cold like uncomfortable to us? Is it like
It's
detrimental?
it's not
Yeah, it's gotta
detrimental,
be.
but it's uncomfortable.
I gotta find a coat.
Like if you
I have furs.
yeah, if you stay this
Enough to damage or no?
no, if it's just if you stay exposed, like if you're not wearing a whole lot, it'll probably get to you at some point.
Oh no.
Although Vidar should have a bunch of stuff for this, right?
I have 3 potions of warmth
Yeah, you probably
or of cold
yeah,
resistance.
you probably won't need them now.
Won't or
Won't.
will?
Not for a while.
Okay. Well, I want to hand one to Kestos and whoever isn't like wearing like furs. I think Aku would be fine because like
Well, remember I bought something.
Feathers?
I bought like some more.
Yeah, Aku bought some warm clothing.
okay, then I'd give the others to Zofran and Igor.
Okay.
Hey,
Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
thank you.
I hope we get a
And
coat soon.
was that the bomb or was that the oil?
They were potions,
Then they were probably oils.
oils. Maybe?
Yeah,
I don't
because,
remember.
because the little
Just-
halfling in Tribor, he wasn't selling full potions. He was selling like oddly made medicinals.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
so it would be like oils
I
and
think
herbs.
I think they were oils. Yeah.
An oil rub.
Yeah. So it would be more like less of something you probably consume, and it's more of you see like a very kind of
Like you rub it.
gelatinous substance, very yogurty, I guess. Imagine just like a yogurt, but kind of like it's
Lotion.
yeah. And you see, it's like
I
a
hate
it's
that.
not a full orange, but it's like a light marshmallow orange tint. And you assume you rub it on yourself when you get cold.
Is it windy?
There's a slight bite to the wind. It is like maybe like half mile an hour wind.
Gotcha. Just want to burn some incense.
Yeah. Zoffran's already
Well,
taken a
I
bath,
got-
so there's
I
no
got-
need for that anymore.
I have torches
Light
tonight if we get
incense.
cold. We'll be alright. Now, where is our heading? I can't really see past the clouds yet.
You're all
are we still
dropped off
walking down
next
the
to a
stairs?
road, by the way, and
Okay.
Yeah, decent.
We know which way is north, the coldest direction. Let's walk to the snow.
Ice will form on the north side of the rock. 'cause
Yeah.
it's cold.
Lost in the tree.
All right, yeah.
so you're all gonna start walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trudge along.
Let's get some cold ambience in this bitch.
How
Yeah.
Hold on, Johns.
Damn.
But
I can get cold ambience if you want to keep describing stuff.
I think I got something. Let's see.
Decent.
Okay. Yeah. So, the further you walk along the road, there wasn't a lot of snow everywhere,
Oh,
but it was like patches and patches, and the further you go in, the more snow gets packed and collected over time. And at some point you see the sky overhead just become from a shade of light blue to a very dark gray as clouds just keep gathering overhead. And the wind continues, and it only gets a little bit stronger the further you go up the road. And it was probably about like afternoon time when you guys got dropped off. So walking for like a few hours, it would be to Bryn Shander. Probably take you up until sunset to get anywhere close to at least halfway. Just trudging on foot through snow.
Gonna have to rough it.
Yeah.
Or we can keep going.
It's up to y'all. Sun is setting.
Well, exhaustion is a factor.
Yeah.
So we should probably rest at night and recoup.
Yeah.
It's also gonna get colder at night, so we should probably
Definitely.
get
We
set
should
up.
start a
Alright.
fire as soon as we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
And,
those guys, we make a camp, like a fire and everything. We can.
And
Yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
hunt.
I will get to setting up the fire.
Oh, I can just light it with a snap of the finger. Read some
Oh,
he's like half pulling out his tinderbox as soon as you're flipping through your spells. He's like puts it
Oh.
Well, I'm not flipping. I just snap my fingers.
Oh.
What a cool guy. Okay, so who's doing what? Vidar's
I-
going hunting?
Yes, I have a feature in my background that lets me find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 others every day, provided that the land offers such things.
Up to 5 others?
Yeah.
Does that have like a climate, like specific thing?
It's up to you, your discretion.
I would say you could find maybe like a Snow White hare, maybe like 2 of them, and successfully trap
Yeah.
them and hunt them. And it's entirely possible that
enough.
you find an elk just roaming about, and that would be like the 3 animals you find in the span of at
Okay.
least like 2 hours.
Okay. So I would like to get this elk if I can.
Does
So
your
I'd like
feature?
to creep up on it and then javelin.
That's fine. Is your feature just for finding it, or is it just assuming that you caught it already?
I think it's
think
up to you.
Word for word, it says, in addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 others
Just find.
per day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and soup.
I mean,
You can make me roll.
yeah, just roll
Yeah.
survival real
As,
quick.
as long as the land offers it.
Yeah.
So you probably have to search a little bit more considering it's winter.
Yeah, that's why you'd only find at least 2 hares and an elk, at best. But roll me survival real quick.
12.
12. Yeah, so you just find those 2 hares, and you find a very small creek that's running just fast enough to keep itself from freezing.
Sick. I would like to. Do I find like a rock? Are there rocks on the ground? Or are they buried in snow?
Some of them are buried, some of them are protruding from the snow. It's not very deep snow.
So I'd like to pick a pebble and put in my sling and then let it rip.
Oh, let it rip on the hares. Roll the hit. And this will be like a hit for both.
For both.
Yeah, I'll make you do
Did you fire a
one
pebble?
roll
at
for
them?
both.
You sling the not pebble.
Oh, in a sling. Okay. I thought you used a spell to
And-
fucking shoot it like a pistol.
7.
7? You hit. And you hit both of them with a successful little pebble.
Swag.
Doink 'em. You
I'll just pick them up and take them back to camp.
okay. Yeah, so you've got these 2 rabbits. Carry them into camp. And did you do anything with that small creek of water? Okay, well, no water, guys.
No.
Looks like you've eaten snow.
Oh.
Nah, I
Well, I
assume
don't have
you all
anything to
I
carry
assume
water
you all
in.
have water skins.
I
got a
gave
bag
mine to
of
the
water.
goblins.
You did. I forgot about that. You gave yours to
Yeah,
the
I
baby
don't have water.
goblins.
Yo, I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna. I can go for a while without water. It doesn't matter. I can just drink it.
You just eat snow. It's fine.
You can eat snow. You can gobble it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hey.
want to cook up these rabbits.
Hey, wouldn't you believe it? I got raided.
You come back with an armful of snow. It's like, I got food for all of us. You just dump it on the fire and it goes out.
Wow, great job.
now.
Yo.
Okay. So, while you're preparing the meal of rabbit for everybody, what's anybody else doing? Like Aku, Zofran.
I am gonna be keeping watch.
Alright.
I'm
Roll
gonna have a
perception
torch
for
out.
me. Actually, wait on that.
Alright.
Roll and tell me. I'll ask later, but first, you three, other three, tell me what you're up to.
I'm trying to think what I'd be doing right now.
I would just be helping anyone else who needs help. So if Vidar was cooking like hares, I try to help him do that.
Vidar.
Yeah, Vidar. What was it, Vadar?
Vidar. You said every
Vidar.
vowel but the right one.
That doesn't matter. I got it.
You got it eventually. That's all that matters.
I really talked to him.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm probably meditating.
Fair
So
enough. Like meditating next to the fire.
kind of. Yeah, I'm trying to feel this area's environment out.
Yeah, you feel the wind gently roll across your feathers. You feel the snow underneath your claws and your crossed legs. It's cold and it feels like since it gets crushed under your weight and it forms around your body. It feels like a soft, wet blanket. And as comfortable as it seems, you're in a trance of just comfort as nature tries to welcome you into one of its most barren and unforgiving of climates.
Okay.
And then, Castles, what were you doing? I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
I was helping anyone who needed help. Like
Okay.
if
You'd
I'm not gonna
probably
say
be
if
helping
anything's
him on like a spit roast for those hares or whatever.
yeah, okay.
Alright, and then Zofran, I forgot what you were doing too. I don't even know if you said.
No, I didn't say it, but there's a fire going, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be sitting by the fire chilling.
Okay.
Nothing of interest.
Fair enough. Watching them spit
I
roast some
thought you would
hares.
be like sifting for gold.
If I crush this snow hard
Hold
enough,
up, I
it
don't
might
know where
turn
it's
into
going.
doubloons.
You're at the river we're trying to use for water. Just trying to
He's
count
sifting for gold in the
Yeah.
little creek.
Yeah.
Peter, help me out. Where's the nearest stream?
I'm in fucking
That way.
California.
I'm on my way.
Alright, so then give me that perception roll if you didn't already make it, Igor.
Yeah. I just want to do a little bit of describing. He's gonna pull out like a torch and he's gonna light it with the fire, and he's gonna walk out about like 15 feet from the campsite, and he's gonna start just kind of pacing around the campsite in a circle.
Mhm.
And I will give you the perception roll.
Do it with advantage.
Oh. Alright. Let me just figure out what perception is. Okay. +1 ADB. I got 2 16s.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. The gods willed
that
it.
is a 7. I will see them if they come.
Yeah, so as you're pacing around, you hear a rustling in the distance, in the more like thicker, like very wooded area next to the road. And you hear something thumping against the snow as if it were running. You can't quite tell if it's a quadruped or a biped, though. It's just...
How big does it sound?
It sounds like the shape, not the shape, it sounds something around the size of maybe an elk or a person. Like a very large elk. Maybe a moose.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to like face kind of the area where the noise is being made, but I'm not gonna approach. I'm basically just gonna put myself between the noise and the camp.
Okay. And as you try and put yourself between the noise and the camp, you see a figure being formed in the distance, because there's like a small fog in the distance as, you know, snow kind of slowly falls upon you. A silhouette starts running straight at you from the darkness in the forest, and the crunching of the snow gets louder as it approaches. What do you do?
I'm drawing a hand axe and I'm raising it and I'm gonna point it at them and say, "Back!"
Alright, so you assume they heard you because they stopped dead in their tracks, and they had so much forward momentum, they were running so hard that you see them try and stop themselves, but they slip on the snow and fall forwards, and you hear a very female yelp. She goes, "Ah!"
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna holding my torch and, you know, giving like a I'm gonna walk over and scold them. I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing sprinting at a campsite in the middle of the night? You crazy?"
As you get closer to her, you see her trying to get up. She's like trying to brush snow off of her knee and shit. And you see she's not wearing a whole lot for being in such a cold area. She's wearing like ragged clothing that's got holes all up in it. She looks to not be but like 19. She's human, and she looks up at you, and she has a little bit of fear in her eyes, and she's like, "Please, don't hurt me. I mean no harm, please."
What are you doing out here in such raggedy clothing? You'll catch a cold.
Please, you've got to help me. They took me. They took me to their camp. They did awful things. Where's the nearest town?
Igor's going to say, "Nah, I don't know where the nearest town is, but we are going to a town in the morning. You should stick with us. Here, we'll get you warm."
They'll find me. I've got to keep going.
If you keep going, you'll freeze to death.
It's better than what
I'll
they'll do to me.
Speak to my friends. I'll see if they. We'll speak to my friends. I'll see if we can get you a heading of some sort.
And he's gonna lead them over.
Say, "Fortunately for you, we are not bandits."
And I'm gonna lead her into the camp, and I'm gonna say,
"Look who I found. It's a runaway. Someone has been kidnapped."
So you all see like a very like young girl, long blonde hair, bright blue eyes, pale skin, ragged rucksack-esque clothing, and one of her pant legs is just completely missing, so it looks like she's wearing half shorts and half like just ragged cloth and torn, threaded. And she just timidly like holds her hands out in front of her and looks down in front of all of you.
Igor, how do you find someone to save in the middle of a tundra? How do you do this? But no matter, come by the fire.
They come to me.
She'll slowly approach the fire and just like...
Is she hurt?
She won't sit fully, but she will kneel. She looks bruised and battered from something. She's got like a few lacerations, but nothing too deep. And it's mostly just a lot of bruising and like some bloody knees.
"Oh, I have a bedroll. I'm gonna toss it over her."
She's just gonna like try and wrap it around herself.
Okay, I'm gonna offer him. I'm gonna ask her like, you know, how'd you end up out here? And as she's doing that, like, I'm gonna like curing healing word on her.
Okay. Yeah.
Her up.
As you do that, however much it heals her for, most of her cuts and just injuries fade away. Some of her.
Do you mean to roll for that?
You don't have to roll for that if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like there's some certain bruises, like there's one on her cheekbone that was like a super dark brown, like blue, and it goes to a lighter kind of tan green, but it doesn't fade away entirely, and she has a bunch of different bruises like that, like all over her.
Okay.
But you asked her how she got here, like what happened.
Yeah.
How
like,
many
what-
men?
What?
How many were there?
I didn't get a count on them. There were many, though. They were bandits. I'm just a merchant. I was traveling from across the nation, and I thought maybe going to 10 towns would be one of the easier jobs. No one ever even takes these roads. I guess that's just as dangerous as everywhere else.
I know we have business, but we should look into this.
It completely blindsided me and the rest of my caravan. I think I'm the only one they even left alive. They stole everything. They took me to their camp. I could tell you the rough location of it. I don't know exactly where it is. I just know it's somewhere far north.
I can follow your tracks back.
You could.
You stay here. I'll rise. Who's coming?
Please,
Are we
you
going
shouldn't
out in the
go.
middle of
It's
the night?
dangerous.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. They'll overpower you in an
What time
instant.
What time of day is it? I mean, what time is it? Is it
Well, you guys
nighttime
started
now?
camping around sunset, so yeah, it's like nighttime by now. You shouldn't go. It's
Well-
dark. They'll kill you before you even
We
have a
have-
chance to turn around.
We have two choices, guys. We can sleep the night here, take her someplace safer than out in the wilderness, and then we can investigate this place she was talking about. Or we can go in the middle of the night in a force we don't know about, no idea how strong they are, and try our luck.
They could be long gone by the morning.
Well, if she said they're searching for her, we should be able to find something.
How heavy is the snow right now? Fall. How heavy is it?
Snowfall very light. It's like a small
so
flurry.
Tracks would be
Tracks would still be visible.
tracks would be in the morning.
Yeah. You assume the snowfall won't get
Okay.
any heavier unless you get deeper into the Icewind Dale.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna sit down then.
Considering where we are, the bandits will likely be very strong if they're able to withstand a place such as this. And from the numbers, it does sound like they could overwhelm us, at least from what she says. I don't think we should go.
Okay.
At least not without some backup.
Or at least
Well-
scouting it out first.
I think all of us could take them.
Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna be weird. I want to use my conjure animal spell. It's a level 3 spell, and I want to bring in 8 wolves. like
How
like a
long does
giant
that
pack of
last?
Yeah.
It should be. It's usually like an
Okay.
hour for shit like that, right?
It,
Yeah, because that's usually something you do in combat. I don't think that's usually anything, unless you're like a warlock of
Oh.
the Pact of the Chain. You're not gonna be summoning familiars for like longer
Yeah,
than an hour.
it
yeah,
lasts
it's 1 hour.
Yeah,
It's 1 hour. Yeah.
That's enough to
Oh,
scout
I-
ahead somewhere.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
but you
no,
have
I
no
mean,
idea
it-
how far ahead it is.
Yeah. I was gonna offer.
We don't know how long she's been running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna tell them that if we do go do this, I have.
Back.
Yeah, we can make our numbers bigger if we need to. So.
So I can probably show you the general direction she ran from in the Icewind Dale. Let me. So, you guys are camped somewhere roughly down here. There's a road between Bryn Shander and the Long Road, somewhere over here, and there would be like a patch of forest just behind the Redwater, and she would have been coming from the east.
keep guard until morning. We can move better. I don't think going after them with her in tow is a good idea.
And we shouldn't leave her by herself.
Nah,
Yeah, so
she
you've already-
insists on leaving. Once we're finished conversing with her, she will try to go. She believes they'll
Oh.
track her down here.
Shit.
I think one of us should go with her. At least somebody.
How much
I
does she
can
weigh?
accompany.
Say again.
I was asked how much she weighed.
I mean,
She's like
she's
19.
19. She's not gonna weigh a
So
lot.
she's definitely under 150.
Yeah.
She'd get smacked and bodied by anybody.
Mage
Yeah.
hand.
Well, I was gonna say is like we can, if we know the direction of the nearest town, I could pick her up and fly her over there while you go after.
Well,
them.
we're off the road, so just follow the road.
Yeah, I mean I can do that. That way we can get her to safety, and then like I can try to backtrack to where you guys are going, possibly.
Yeah, I don't
I don't-
know.
I mean, cause you guys
Uh.
could literally shoot like a flare up, like shoot fireball in the sky if you guys run into anything. And then I
A fireball?
It's a bit
Like
of a
Yeah.
waste of the spell.
Explosion or something. Eldritch Blast or something.
Eldritch Blast. And then if I see that, I'll know like you guys found them. I can come join you.
Okay, so she's
Okay.
dipping as soon as we're done talking to her.
Mhm.
She's made that clear.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
wants to leave. She wants to find the nearest town
Yeah.
and make sure
Okay.
she herself is
So that's
safe.
an option. Or we can just let her go and
That's what we should do. We should just take her to the nearest town that we try to find the bandits.
how long have we been resting for? Like 2 hours?
Roughly.
I think that's good enough to keep
Well,
going.
We're fed. Yeah, I guess we basically did a short rest.
yeah, I'm down.
We're
Yeah.
not hurting. I think. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'd also like to propose that we could scout her tracks where she came from
Yeah,
and see how
I think
far
that'd be a good
they are.
starting.
Yeah. do that.
So somebody could hold the fort down, and the rest could go, or one could go, or two.
Well, she's
Go into
bouncing
the
out.
woods.
Stay there.
One go with her, one go in the woods.
I can go with her.
Okay. And
I will hold the fort down.
Does that sound agreeable?
Yeah, sounds good.
Agreeable.
Okay.
we're gonna go track. Do the tracks with you.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm down for it.
Alrighty.
So then, you guys are going to scout her tracks. That's the plan.
Yeah. Just follow them back.
Okay. So okay, what's the deal with this? Somebody's staying with her, or you guys are all going?
Casthos is going with her.
Okay, so
Take her to
you're
town.
trying to follow the road back up to Brinchander. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all roll. Whoever's like tracking, roll perception. Vidar, yeah.
Dirty 20.
I think you do it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you're able to follow her tracks really well. There's not a lot of snow, so pretty easy to keep on track of her tracks.
I'm trying to be mindful of like her movement pattern.
Yeah, you can tell that considering how thick this midsection of the forest is, there are certain parts where she veers off into different turns, and it's mostly just because there's a lot in her way. Like there's either trees kind of congealed together, there's brush.
Yeah, like no straight path.
So a lot of it is like a twisty turny. And there's one point where it's a straight like 90-degree turn because you assume she probably got lost and just decided to turn, and she probably just ran so far to some point she just decided she wasn't getting anywhere and just made a single turn to the left, but to you guys it'd be like to the right. Yeah.
Do I hear anything this far in?
I'd say we're about 30 minutes in, and you don't hear anything besides just the chill of the air breezing past.
Okay. Just keep going.
So for another 30 minutes, same deal. Roll me another perception check real quick.
Got an
14.
14. You're able to follow tracks, not as well as you did first time around. There's a lot more topsy-turvy movements, and it's getting a little bit harder because you see that there are points where she was jumping over large rocks. So you get a little bit confused sometimes, and you're having to go around bigger objects that you assume she just climbed over to get a straightaway. But other than that, there's not a lot of confusion. And then
Okay, so we're about an hour into
Mhm.
this. Okay, at this point, I think it's good to go back.
Yeah.
Unless you'd like to keep going, Aku.
No, if we haven't found him in an hour.
All right, let's
Wow.
head back.
Yeah.
Draw my conclusions and then dip.
okay.
Yup.
Okay, so the lady's back there, or she's gone now? We took her.
Castos took her.
Yeah.
All right.
The obviously the best choice.
The ladies' man.
No repercussions. Yeah, the ladies, man. Yeah.
Professional cool guy has entered the building.
I have horns, guys. It makes me 10% more attractive.
Like, hey girl, heard you just got abducted and abused. Let's make
You want
out.
to spend some time? Yeah.
Sympathy
There's
pussy.
three
I
over
got
there.
time today.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, your journey with her is really, it's not a lot. There's not a lot happening. She is
Boring.
really timid for good reason. She's very scared right now. So most of the journey is just her trailing a little bit behind you, and she's not talking ever. She will actively refuse to
that's
talk to you.
Okay.
And
Let's keep going on the way.
going back to
Did the
tracking group.
bot die?
No, you gotta turn it up.
Do an ambience. It's
Oh, it was
really-
just
Yeah,
quiet.
it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Those women.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I hear it now.
Yeah. So
Okay.
back to the tracking group.
Gotcha.
What were you guys up to? You gonna try and follow the road too? So
Yeah.
you're all gonna go. They're probably
I was figuring we should stay until Castos gets back, and then we
That'd be a
can
while.
try to fight these guys.
your call.
Yeah, we could just
yeah,
hang back.
He's not gonna know where. Yeah, he's not gonna know where we're at if we leave too.
Yeah, I think it's better if we stay,
Okay.
Okay.
Go
so he
back,
has a
set
point to
up
come
camp.
back to.
Yeah. Castos, you were dropped off actually an hour away, so by the time they would make it back to camp, you would already be at Bryn Shander. And are you gonna go into it with her? Because she's just going to see Bryn Shander, and she's gonna run for the gate. She'll turn around and say, "Thank you so much," and just turn tail towards the
Wait,
gate.
but I stop her before she goes, and I pull out a couple gold coins, 5 to be exact, and put them in her hand and be like, "Rent a room. We'll after we investigate the bandits, we'll come and talk back. Tell you it's safe, and then let her
She'll
go."
nod up, thank you for the gold coins, and she'll say, "Just be careful. They're dangerous men."
Careful's
Need
my
to
middle
find a
name.
caravan.
And then I just turn around and start walking back.
Dude, her panties are so dry after that one.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I'm not trying to seduce her. Jesus Christ, guys.
She's gonna need to ground pound the snow to go home. Get it wettened.
Thanks, guys. Just because I'm a charisma character doesn't mean I'm always a ladies' man.
Jeez, dude. And that's it.
So she was in a caravan, right?
She
She's a
was in a
merchant.
caravan.
So we should keep an eye out for that, if possible.
Oh yeah, maybe we could get some deals. Oh snap! If she ever gets back into business,
Oh yeah, it would. Pretty
Like
nice.
that one character from
she's
Dragon's
probably gonna
Dogma.
get back into business and order like 20 million guards to follow her the whole time.
Okay. So,
Watch her sell the one thing we don't need.
Yeah, you'd all just be waiting at camp for Castos to return. It would be like another, like, 45.
I hurry back, by the way.
Yeah, if you hurry, it's probably like a 30 to 45 minute travel. So yeah, you all meet back at camp. Castos probably tells everybody that successfully sent the girl home, not home, to safe
location.
safe haven. And what is the party up
welcome
to?
back. We did not manage to find the bandits. They're very, very deep in the woods. We're going to need to walk at least a few hours.
Well, shouldn't we camp the night first? You guys want to do it right now?
We can get the drop on them at night.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
agree.
Okay.
And let's go.
Cover of darkness.
And remember, you all did a
Let's
you all
hit it.
did a long rest because it was like a few days between.
Yeah.
Just making sure if
Yeah.
anybody forgot.
Yeah, we haven't encountered anything between our travels. So we should all be good to
Pretty good, yeah.
boogie.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just skip that first hour because we've already covered that, and we'll
Yo.
start. I assume you guys started traveling, right? Is that what the consensus was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll say you all traveled that first hour again. You kind of remember it because it wasn't that long ago, and you're back at where you left off. So roll me a perception check again, real quick.
8.
Everybody?
Everybody this time.
Oh, boy.
Oh, snap.
Natural one.
You actually don't remember
Where the fuck did that go?
Vidar, you don't actually remember where you are in these woods.
Right.
That's not good. Where the fuck did my dice go?
16.
I had a
16.
9. This is tragic.
Okay, bad news. I got a natural 1 too.
Man.
No
Oh
fucking
my
way.
God.
So, who was leading?
We're gonna get lost.
Who was like leading, like tracking?
It was probably Vidar.
I figured I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so all Zoffrin hears is like an elk, like the screech of an elk. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody else. Like fucking all I hear
Yeah,
is
like
the sound from Polar Express when they have to stop because there's a big thing of
Yeah.
the big crowd of them in front of the train.
I can-
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of those, and they're weirdly frequent. So something is a little off about that noise to you because of how frequent they are, but it's really nothing too pertinent to think on. And right now you're pretty lost because Vidar was leading, right? Yeah, so you
Yes.
lost the footprints.
Fucking Vidar.
You are in a completely new section of the forest, and it's desolate.
hell.
There's no marks in the snow besides your own.
Fuck.
Damn,
Oh, let
Vidar,
somebody else
buddy,
take
where are you
the helm.
taking us?
Vidar, are you sure this is the right way?
Do not get
I only got as
lost
far
in the
back as that
woods at
rock.
night.
You
Hey,
point
Vidar, how many were there
backwards at the
partying?
rock,
4?
and you turn around, and there is no rock anywhere in miles.
Oh,
What? What rock?
oh,
It must have been like 30 minutes back.
oh.
Let's see. Could I try to discern like a general like location, or can I use like the woods to like guide me in like a specific direction? Like if I got turned around.
Roll survival.
$17.
Yeah, you managed to get a better. For some reason, you remember what direction the wind was hitting you. The wind hasn't really changed directions, so you're guessing by the way the wind was hitting you when you were first making that scout that you can gauge which direction is the correct direction.
All right, we should head back this way.
You like lick your finger and hold
Yeah,
it up.
essentially. Because the wind is pretty constant. It's just a constant biting chill. So it's pretty easy to consistently tell, oh, it's the wind is this direction.
Oh yeah.
Now where to go from here? She said something about east, right?
She came from the east
eastward,
towards you guys, yeah. Because
but she took a 90
because
degree.
the road goes north. So yeah, it was east, and then
Hmm.
she came. If she was coming from the south to north, she would have gone left for that 90-degree turn, which would have been a right for you guys. So you guys are now going south.
Okay.
So I think maybe we should turn to lateral east and then continue. That would probably be like leading into like mountainous areas
Oh,
or
that's bad.
more woods, because that would conceal a camp, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's our bet. But what do you guys think?
That makes sense to me. I'm not really certain.
Yeah.
Head lateral east.
I'm getting
maybe?
lost in the directions.
I have no idea where
Yeah.
I am.
Could I flag real quick and see if I see any campfire smoke?
Yeah, fly up and make a perception check for me.
Oh, thank God.
A 20.
30 or nat?
Oh.
Dirty
Yeah,
20.
you actually see a pale glowing light off to the further south end of the forest.
Okay.
A druid 20.
Yeah.
Man, it's almost like you guys
pretty
forgot he can fucking fly.
Flying's busted when you're tracking shit.
Yeah.
So let's go that way.
Yeah, let me just no clip and fly up into
Yeah. I come back down.
You guys-
Oh, sorry, I'm in debug mode, guys. BRB.
Yeah, tell them that there's like campfire smoke coming from the direction.
Okay.
It could either be the bandits
Ah,
or the rest of the
bless
camp.
you, my winged friend.
I'm waiting for someone to toss a worm up for me. I'm like, ah.
Oh, you ruined it. Take 1d4 psychic damage, bro. That's weird.
Where's the worms, dude?
That's yucky.
That's
food.
gross. It's fucking nasty.
I thought it was on his mouth.
Just
With a
deck
rock
him
in
with
it.
a snowball.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a rock in it. He
as
takes
we
bludgeoning
go-
damage.
I'd like to pick up pebbles and like stones
Okay.
for my my sling, because I don't have any ammo for that.
Yeah.
And I never
Um,
have.
Yeah, for the last 30 minutes, we can just say for the travel, it's going to be another hour to get to the area that Aku saw. So for the 30 minutes, pick up 1d8 pebbles.
Oh,
Oh,
13 rocks.
Nice.
Dude.
All right.
1d8.
How you get
Per-
13 from 1
Per 30-minute increment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just rolled them all down.
Okay, I was going to say, huh? What did you add? You fucking psychopath.
Nothing.
Did I say to add
Dave,
anything?
I
Did
get all
God
my
say
modifiers.
to?
All my modifiers go into picking up a rock.
I got a plus
Yeah.
22, guys.
Bro,
I
he's
added
training,
my
he's
survival
training to be a
to picking
druid.
up
It's okay.
Uh,
Rocks obviously can talk.
My special
13
subclass lets me
rocks.
pick up
Call me
rocks.
Stonebeard. Alright. So, you've got that many pebbles / rocks.
Yes,
And
sir.
you all begin to approach the perimeter of this bandit camp. It's fortified in a weird way. It's mostly just made of tents, like hide tents, and there are like makeshift like stake walls that are like poking kind of at an angle outwards, and they're not fully connected, so it's not a full wall. It's just like a deterrent to keep large animals out.
Like push them
Yeah.
over.
How many tents are there? And how many
Yeah.
people do we see?
Roughly around
This one?
5 tents. Exactly
yeah.
5 tents.
Easy.
Yeah, sorry.
Easy peasy.
How tall are the walls?
They're about like shoulder height
How big are the
Oh,
tents?
okay.
tents.
Yeah, how big are they?
4 of the
Like
tents.
TPs. or something.
Yeah, they're all made of like cloth and hide. For the northern climate, and you see you see 3 kind of big ones you can assume would be like general sleeping tents, and you see 2 larger ones. One you don't see a lot of people going in and out of, because you do see a few bandits just kind of like meddling about with themselves, like a few like spit roasting food over a fire. Others like are taking crates and kegs of stuff into an obviously stolen wagon.
Villains.
Yeah.
How many bandits do we see
Despicable.
patrolling around?
None. They're all focused on moving shit into stolen wagons.
Well, how many do we see?
Right now you see about like 8. But hold on, I need to describe the last 2 tents and I'll get to you, Briar. So there's that.
Okay.
There's 2 big tents. There's one you don't see a lot of bandits going in and out of, and it looks like it's purposely sealed because it's got like a weird leather latch over where there's supposed to be a door. And there's no light in that one. There's lantern light from all the other ones. And in the second big one, you can tell this one probably belongs to the captain / boss of these bandits, as it has their flag with an insignia, and the insignia is just a crudely drawn axe making contact with bear claws. And it's got that hole in the center. It's wider, so when it converges upwards, it has a hole in the center, and you can see smoke billowing out. So you assume he has his own fire inside there. It's probably the most luxurious of all of the tents, just from looking in, or looking out into the camp, out from outside.
How big is the tent? Sorry.
The normal tents that you assume are just like for sleeping, the normies, those are probably like 20 by 10 rectangles, and
Yeah.
the luxury tent is a 10 by 10 circle. And the tent that you assume is like a storage tent, because it's got those latches on it, is another, like, it's a cube, but it's a 10 by 10.
Igor is gonna whisper, "Try not to damage that big tent. I want it."
The cube or the luxury one?
Noted.
I have 2 questions.
What's up?
The spoils.
Are there any like horses or anything like that around?
You see them attached to the wagons.
Okay.
You see
And second
3
question.
draft horses, and there's one fully covered wagon, and there's one small, really rough looking cart.
Okay.
We can come out of this
and
with a wagon and a tent, boys.
Yeah.
Multiple tons.
My second question is, are the clouds? Is it clear sky tonight?
No, it's very cloudy.
Aku, go fly. You can't cast a shadow right now, so go fly.
Scout the
Scout.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, get a count.
No.
How far away are we, by the way, while we're scouting this out?
How far would you say you
Tree
stopped away from it, Vidar? From the perimeter?
Are they like past the tree line?
Yeah, they made their camp just in between the tree line and a clearing that leads into another small road.
Okay. So I'd want to be like still well within like the woods. So we have concealment.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be on like the edge of the tree line. Just be sitting.
So like maybe 20 to 30 feet.
Yeah, like 30 at most.
Yeah, it's just far enough to see. Okay. Yeah, Aku, roll me stealth real quick. Like, I know you can't cast a shadow and everything, so do it with advantage.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
I'm homeward bound.
We didn't get that lady's name, did
No,
we?
you didn't.
No, we did not at all.
I got 11.
I'm kind of glad you didn't, because I forgot to give her one. The name
I always
is
forget to
Wench.
ask names.
I got 11.
Wench?
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of
Silence, wench.
I do not wish
Return to the barkeep.
I do not wish to be horny anymore. What'd you get, Aku? Sorry. Even with advantage, bro?
Oh no, I didn't do advantage. Sorry.
Get a load of this dude.
No.
I don't
21.
wish to be horny anymore.
Oh god.
Your
Mm, a
fluttering
scantily
is silent
dressed
through
woman
the
in
air,
a
and you
room.
blend in perfectly with the because your feathers are white anyway, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're a
lighter
perfect
colored.
blend for this climate right now. You guys, none of the party even sees you. The second you pass the tree line, they lose sight of you. No one knows where you go.
Well,
Oh,
And then
he
let's
is
wait for him to
good.
come back, I guess.
yeah. And from above, you see pretty much just what I described earlier. You get a more clear head count. You know now for sure there are at least 8. You don't see the captain roaming around, who you assume would be at least adorned with something else to tell him apart. So closer to 9 actual bandits just actually roaming about.
No problem. What kind of gear do they have? Are they armed right now?
A few of them are carrying short swords just like on their belts, like sheathed, and they are
Okay.
Aku can see them wearing like light armor. It's just like leather and hide.
Padded
Yeah.
hides. Alright, let's make a plan, boys.
Can I see that like the wagon and stuff like that to see if it looked like it'd be like more of a caravan thing than bandit?
It's
Well, they're
obviously
bandits, never mind,
stolen.
we know.
It's got an
Yeah,
it's an entirely different insignia on the side of the cart.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Alright, so
bandits
I'm
would
gonna come
own
back.
a wagon.
I'm gonna come back to the group and tell them what I saw, and be like, did I see any other ways into the base?
I mean,
camp?
you could come in from any way. It's just like those pikes sticking out of the ground.
You could just hop those walls.
You can hop it, and you can just slip past it because they're wide enough for you to just kind of walk through. It's
Okay.
just a deterrent for
Yeah.
animals.
It's very widely open
Okay, I come back. I tell them what I saw.
from what I'm hearing. Alright, so what are we doing?
Kitty.
Should we try to go for the leader first, or you guys want to take care of the big swarm? We could try to sneak in the back and go to the leader's camp and get him out faster, or try to use them as a hostage.
This is where I'm torn.
They're bandits, so who knows if they care about them.
Well, if you guys can draw them out, you can have the captain come out whichever tin he's in. I can try.
Okay, I have a plan.
Drop
I'll be
behind
the
them.
bait. I'll
Okay.
be the bait. Everybody else, go behind where there's not a central force, and I'll just take everybody as the brunt.
You may want someone else to go with you. Maybe like you two.
I will go.
Let's do it.
We shall be bait together, friend.
And he's gonna put a hand on your shoulder.
Let us do this.
Let's go.
Stay back and snipe them.
I have my hammer in hand, and I'm just
You're not allowed to call it.
skirting
You're not
around.
allowed to call it a
So
hammer.
we-
You're not allowed to call it a hammer.
Oh, my
Yeah,
sword.
there you go. Don't let the meme die.
My radiant sword.
we-
My best
are
friend's
we-
sword.
Before you go, so are we sneaking in the other three?
Yes.
Yeah, just
Go
sneak in
around the back.
Okay.
Flank them. Pincer movement.
Okay.
Okay, so
How
these
long would-
guys.
How long
Yeah.
would it take them to reach I am Igor and Vadar? How long would it take them to get to the camp?
Well, they're 30 feet away right now. Are you guys gonna like start making noise and shit the second like? Are you waiting to get to that camp to start being like making a ruckus, or are you gonna make a ruckus the second you start moving, so like 30 feet away from it?
Because what they did will change what I will do.
My plan is
we
to
were gonna draw him out. Yeah.
address them and get them to come to us.
Okay, but are you
Like a
waiting?
standoff?
Are you going up to their camp to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
So
walking
you're not gonna
directly
try
at
and
them.
lead them out of their camp or anything. Okay.
No, I think we are leading them out of their camp.
Okay.
We're
Is that what you wanna
standing
do?
Our I thought we were gonna stand our ground, lead them out of their camp, and then our friends can take shots at them in the dark when we can kind of fight them while still being able to see them against the light.
So
They might have trouble seeing us in the dark.
So we're still gonna. So you guys are gonna start fighting right away. Or you guys are gonna try to delay them by talking so we can get in.
Oh, we could delay them by talking.
Because
We could
if
do
you
that, but I think it's
if you
gonna result in an altercation.
Because if you guys go in fighting, I can give you a boost.
Oh,
So if you guys go in fighting, I give you a boost for a minute.
let's talk to them. Let's give our friends some time to fuck around and look at the place, and
Okay,
then
you guys get in position first, and then we'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are flanking around, right? Which side, left or right?
Wherever side the leader's on, like the leader.
Okay, so the leader was to the right, most side of the camp.
Oh, where's all the guards, by the way, on the side of the camp? Are they left side?
They're on opposite
Yeah.
ends, right?
They're all kind of gathered in different parts, mostly because they're moving back and forth to get kegs of shit
But-
into wagons.
Are they? Is the wagon on the left side?
Wagon,
Or
yeah,
the right side?
wagon's on the opposite side of the leader, towards like that storage tent.
Okay, we're going to the wagon.
Yeah, we'll go to the leader. I mean, not the leader.
Okay. So whoever's sneaking, like that group, give me stealth.
21.
13.
A 4.
Oh,
Okay.
I imagine I'm still kind of like,
are you flying or are you like walking?
Did you even
Yeah.
come down?
I'm gonna be fine. What?
Yeah, he came down.
Okay.
He
I was
came
gonna
down to tell
say.
him. Like, I went back.
Okay, so you three are trying to sneak around to the captain's tent.
Yeah, trying.
Okay.
The 4.
Yeah, you start doing pretty good. You're like, oh man, this might work, and then Zophran sneezes,
Achoo!
and then like all the noise in the camp just kind of stops, and like, whoa, what was that?
Let's go. Let's move.
yeah, just
Do you know that scene from the SpongeBob movie where they're like, oh, where's my contacts?
Yeah.
Looking on the floor, like, oh, where's my coin? Ooh.
so
All you hear from the camp is,
they all-
"Did you sneeze? No. Did you? Well, it wasn't me."
Here, Gesundheit.
Okay, so they're like, "Did you sneeze? Did you sneeze?" And then it's just gonna suddenly be like, and then just one of them's gonna get stabbed by Igor.
You're gonna go for like an immediate like rush.
We
Okay. Roll
While
a
they're
hit with
doing that-
advantage real quick before anybody else does anything
well,
else.
Okay.
okay, I'll wait until after that.
Let me just add my bonuses.
Mhm.
Let me check what it is.
And
Wait, is it too late to say I cast haste on them before we start going in, or no? 'Cause I thought about it, but I didn't say
cast
it.
it after he
I know.
does his damage real quick.
Ah, fuck.